Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the faceless Bullsittin on TSWS. I kid, I kid. It's me, Loke7, joining me as usual. The best part of the show, which is Mr. Ham Solo himself.
You goddamn right.
Is that a blanket? Is that a blanket or
You
are those
goddamn
pants?
right.
What is that?
I'm staying comfy.
Okay,
Staying cozy, bruh.
it's cold as fuck. It's
It's
cold as
actually
fuck.
Uh-oh.
not.
All right,
It's
is
actually really hot here, but my AC has it cold.
Lovely.
oh
Dude,
okay.
my AC was ready to kill it. I
Just
mean,
living in the
was ready to
lap of
die.
luxury.
I have
My
never turned on my AC.
last week you didn't have it on.
My place never gets above like 70, like
It
5
was like
degrees.
120 degrees last week.
That's
My
not
place
bad.
literally never gives a. It's an old house. It never gets above. It's like
God,
cold.
Usually
Like
it's the other way around, but okay.
it's an
that's
old house that's
insane.
designed. No, I don't mean like old. Like houses that are like this is like a house that's like 100 and something years old. High ceilings is designed exactly to be cool because it's older than AC.
That's
So
I
All
mean,
it
I
right.
guess
never
that's
really gets
fair,
that
but
hot in here. In
dude,
fact, into the spring, it'll be colder in my apartment than outside.
that's
Okay.
fair. But man, like last week, it was routinely like 82 degrees in here at all times. Doesn't matter what the AC was on. It was just hot as shit.
Yeah. So my windows, I also don't get direct sunlight, except for a
Same.
certain time of day. So my windows are usually just like, and all the heat is way above me. My ceilings are like
All
really
right,
tall.
let's refocus. Let's refocus.
Focus on
Ham,
these nuts.
Oh
Sure,
shit.
sure,
Ham,
sure.
how are you? We're 20 minutes late. All right, guys, we're 20 minutes
No, we're
late.
not.
Ham, how you
I'm
doing
We're
this
not
no,
two
I'm
minutes
Who
20
late.
wasn't
minutes
ready?
early. Yeah, like
Oh, you're on
this
camera
this
now.
isn't this
Look
is
at that.
insane because
Yes.
Look at that
because
Who
good
wasn't
looking
ready?
Hispanic man there.
Woke holds up this show and then he comes
Hispanic.
on.
Look at that good looking Mr. España.
You're telling me you're
I'm
not
not
Hispanic?
Spanish. No,
Go on ahead and speak some
Ham,
Portuguese.
Go ahead and speak a little
Spanish.
Chinese
The
for
Spanish do
us.
not speak
Oh,
Portuguese.
okay. Because then
Spanish.
speak some African.
Go and speak a little
Ham, what video
Chinese
games
for
have you been
us.
playing, brother?
Mm,
You're killing me.
uh,
You are killing me today.
yeah, I've been mostly just playing Forza as of lately in anticipation to, because like I said, I'm trying to get ready to move and try to get a house and stuff like that. So I've had a lot of other
Mhm.
things on my mind than gaming as of lately. But when I do have time to game, I've been playing some a little bit of Forza, trying to get my mind ready for Halo.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because that's going
I
to be
can't
an
wait for
exciting
that.
time. And remember, I'm going to the Halo Fest with my wife. Like, we got tickets, we got a hotel
Is
already
that
and
October?
everything. No, that is early December.
Oh, damn. Did they change it? Wasn't it October last year?
It might have been, but it is December 9th, I want to say, this year.
Nice.
And it
That's
goes
dope.
until the 13th. So we'll be there for every day of that. I'm gonna try to go to Redmond and see the actual Xbox campus and shit like that. So pretty
Nice.
exciting, but
You're gonna go there physically.
yes, physically, not digitally.
Mm. Okay.
Yes. But yeah, that's kind of it for the most part. I've been thinking about taking my PS5 into my bedroom
Uh-oh.
because it just
Welcome to the
sits
club.
out here and does
Not like
nothing.
that.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yeah, I-
PS5 is just fucking everyone. Oh,
I
well,
mean,
I'm thinking of
not
taking it to
wrong.
my bedroom because I don't have anything to play in my bedroom. Everything's out in my front room.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, oh, sometimes I might want to hop on and play something, and that will give me something I never play because I never played my PS5. I mean,
You could get a portal.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he
absolutely
could get a
not. The
portal.
day I get a portal is the day Loke gets a Switch. How about
A
that?
portal, and then
Yo,
then you would have then what? A portal would be
Did
great
that
that is
because then
not
verify
you would
when
have
I'm
to.
getting a portal right there?
that is
Did you
not
figure that
happening.
out?
Yep. I know
Yeah.
exactly when you're getting the portal.
Yeah, you
I
know
know
exactly.
exactly
Very
You
when
can
you're
soon.
pinpoint it.
Very soon. Very soon.
Yep.
like 20 never. That's when Ham's
And like 20 business days. right?
I'm getting it in 1990 something.
Nah, man.
Oh,
Even if someone gives me a Switch, I am selling it the next day.
that's
Like
not
I
true.
don't care.
That's not true.
No, no. Speaking of things that are not true and not real, Matt, how are you doing? And what have you
That's
been
very
playing?
true and
You're
very
not
real.
real. I could tell you that. You
That
might
man is
you might be
not
true, but you
real.
ain't real.
I'm real as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty great. I haven't got to play as much Black Flag as I wanted to today, but I'm playing it now, which I'm probably gonna have to stop because I want to be focused on this while we're in the show. But
Yeah.
uh, let's see. Outside of that, I'm doing pretty great. Playing a lot of Forza Horizon. Gross amount of Animal Crossing, Metroid Prime 4. Shut the fuck up, Cozy. I get it. It's actually a problem at this point. And so the problem with that game is like the way they fuck you on that game is you get a house, you take out a loan,
Uh-huh.
you pay it off. You're like, oh, I'll just pay this off real quick. I'll do the things I need to do to pay this off. And then they're like, you want to upgrade your house, though, right? And then they're like, in order to do that, you got to take out another loan. So you're like, that's no problem. I can just pay that off real quick too. I'll just do more stuff, pay that off.
Yeah.
And they've got me on this like 4 times now. And it's a perpetual loop of paying off a bigger and bigger and bigger loan each time. And then also like building the museum and like I don't know. It's a
Your
problem.
dailies.
It's
Why don't you
that
just save up
too
money and then pay cash? Why do you have to get the loan?
That's
because
how
it
it
doesn't let
works.
you. It doesn't
Even
let
if
you.
you save up, you still. But I
Doesn't
mean, you
let
can
you.
pay it off in
Oh,
one bit. Like once
Yeah.
Flick comes to your town, you can get those bugs sold. It doesn't matter. You'll have plenty of money.
Yeah. So
okay.
it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have the money, then yeah, you can go to the thing and pay it off immediately, but they're not going to let you just use the money outright to buy it. They just won't.
All right.
So
All right.
so I've been playing a lot of that. And trying to see if I'm missing anything. Oh, and I made a new character on Skyrim. So I've been playing Skyrim again. I'm
Ah,
honestly I'm kind of no, I can't stop doing that. I'm kind of with Ham. I'm I'm really waiting for this Halo remake. I'm the closer we get to that, the more excited I am for
Mhm.
it. I'm very excited.
Is that
Like,
going to be on Game Pass or no?
yeah.
Of course.
And it has obviously just like any other game that goes into Game Pass as like the early access thing. But I think for this it's like $20 as opposed to like for fours it was like 60 or some shit.
Okay. Okay. See, speaking of Forza, I see Ham. How many roads have you uncovered on
All of them.
Forza? I see
Let's go.
all of them.
All of them. Yeah, I got all of the roads, all of
Gee,
the little toy things that you hit or food little things or
dude,
whatever they're called. Yeah,
mascots.
all the mascots and
Yeah.
I got all the boards,
the XP boards.
the
Yeah,
XP boards, yeah. I've done almost
nice.
all of the races. Right now I'm working on drifts and jumps
Does anyone
and
know how to turn off or make disappear the races that you've already won?
yeah, you should be
How do
able
I
to
do that?
just there is
Filter.
like a filter where you can turn that stuff on and off
I don't
and it'll disappear when you finish
ooh.
the race.
Uh can I add I also been playing Doom because the DLC
Well,
just
who
came
cares
out.
about that game?
Mm, the
Shut the
Dark
fuck up,
Ages.
dude.
Yeah, Ham, shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you. If you played Eternal and the DLCs and you thought like because everybody knows Eternal's DLCs are way harder than the base game, they were not fucking around with this DLC because it. I mean, first level I died like granted I'm playing on ultra violence, but I died like 8 times first level.
Do I
Like
have to
they're
pay for the
not.
DLC or is it
What
part of Game Pass?
what's that?
Doom, the Dark Ages. Do I have to pay for the DLC or is it part of the Game Pass?
Yeah, either pay for the DLC or get the premium thing. I'm pretty sure they're doing 2 DLCs and this is the first one, and they're both part of the premium thing, or you can just buy them individually.
How much is the premium?
I think it's like $40. It might be on sale right now, actually.
Okay, okay. Raichi is playing Harvest Moon. Fuzzy's playing Black
Woohoo!
Flag, which is
Oh,
nice.
Harvest Moon. Never mind.
Uh, Blind says everyone is low except for Cozy. Huh?
I
Check,
mean,
check the sound.
well,
All right,
she's
stop
definitely
laughing.
not low.
Stop
She's definitely not low.
laughing.
I
She's
can
never low.
I can turn everybody else up. I'm leaving Cozy where the fuck she at though.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, the reason I was asking how many roads you
There you
uncovered
guys
is because
go. You should be
I
good.
I'm at
Cozy
like
stays at
650.
like 80. She stays under the volume, the normal volume, because she constantly yells it. And like I have her at that volume in multiple
No,
spots, even on EV Mux when we were on there. I had that motherfucker turned down. I was
you
like,
need to
fuck,
turn it
this
down.
bitch is crazy, man. I need to turn this shit down. She gonna fucking smash my eardrums in half.
Probably,
She
probably.
gets too excited.
Blind
Look at
Jack.
that cheese on her face. It makes me sick.
You know what? Speaking of the loudest
She
member
got more
of
cheese
the
than Kraft going on right there. God damn.
Cozy, are
Yes.
you feeling rosy?
Kinda.
That's some bullshit. You can give us all that cheese and then say kinda.
No, I'm
Something seems
struggling with
illegal
playing
about that shit.
games because my hands hurt. My hands hurt. My hands hurt. And the longer I hold the controller, the more my hands burn.
Why do your hands hurt, Cozy?
Because I was chopping at least one onion and jalapenos and other peppers every day. And apparently, you're supposed to wash your hands right afterward. But I was cooking, so I didn't want to just stop and wash my hands. So you don't.
Yeah,
And then
that'd be unhealthy.
eventually, after a while, you develop a chemical burn. I did not
Sure.
know this.
happens to the best of us.
It's called
Happens
being
to
a
everyone.
nasty motherfucker.
What? I don't constantly wash my hands when I'm cooking. Like I just
No,
like
I'm
when
just
I'm
getting
done.
shit.
You gotta keep, you wash them once at the beginning. Now I
Yeah,
know better though.
Did
Now
you
I know
say
better.
onion?
Yeah.
Yeah, onion's
Fine.
pretty fucking bad.
It's like
Mhm.
apparently I was just rubbing my hand in caustic shit like for like a week. And then after a few days I started noticing pain. I just attributed it to like me touching a hot pot, which sometimes I do on accident. But no, it was actually just repeatedly cutting onions and spicy peppers.
Mhm.
I
And now
watched
it's
this.
all over all my
Yeah.
controllers, I think.
I watched this
It's
video. Is
seeped
this
into your
woman
controllers.
cutting an onion right next to her cat, and her cat started crying.
That's evil.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's
That's
funny as
actually
fuck.
I would rub onion
Cat
on
should
the
have left.
counter.
The owner wasn't holding the cat down or nothing. The cat was just thought it was kicking it while he was fixing dinner, and then they zoomed in on the cat, and that cat was having a tough time, but it was just sitting there taking it.
And it also might also be that normally I get yellow onions. And yellow onions are very obviously weaker than the red ones. Those red ones are strong.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to take a hit of that red shit. That shit's tough.
They're better for like salads. The red onions are so much better for salads.
I've always just got white.
I like onions in general.
Me too.
Same.
I can sit there and eat them like
Yeah,
apples.
I like them
I love
cooked
it.
though.
I can't do that. I can't
Oh.
do that.
I was gonna say I
Can't
need
do
them
that.
cooked.
I like them crunchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
okay. Never
I like them
mind.
crunchy.
Some people
Raw
don't
onions
like
is
their
just
veggies.
raw onions is diabolical. That's like eating fucking raw
Well,
garlic.
eating raw onions like
Dude,
an
not
apple is a little diabolical.
yeah,
No.
I would
Just a
agree. Like
little
an
bit.
apple, that's insane. But like raw onions in a salad, that's
If
delicious.
I cut it up and like put it on food or something like raw, then okay, fine. But like
Yeah, that's
I've
nice.
never eaten it like an apple. I've never done
Sometimes
that.
just like with salt, pepper,
But
and
is
some
anyone
rice
surprised?
vinegar.
Is
I
anyone
don't care,
surprised?
Cozy. You
Who's
get kicked out of my
onions
house if you
like
eat a
that?
raw onion. It's time to leave.
Catch her eating a raw onion like an apple.
My pocket onion.
Yeah,
For
it's
emergencies.
time for you
A
to
walking around onion.
time to find yourself some pocket change and get the fuck up out of my house.
I used to have a
But no one's
coworker. He
surprised.
thought it was weird that
I'm
I
just
also
saying.
did green peppers like apples.
Well, green peppers, I mean that's
peppers
still
are
like
good.
Cozy. You're fishing. That's obviously still very weird, but it's
It's not that
less
weird. They're delicious.
disgusting.
But it's not
It's
weird
under
for you,
it's un,
Cozy.
It's
not
more
weird for you.
understandable. It's more
It's like
understandable
the
on
only
mine.
difference between me is I refuse to do the extra work of chopping them up
You kick
before I
this
eat
guy
them.
into the elevator. What the hell? How do you kick a
Anyway,
guy into the elevator?
Oh, did you see
what I've
that?
been
Isn't that
playing,
dope? I whooped his
what I've been
Yeah,
ass.
playing
yeah.
is
That was definitely something. That was definitely something, Ham. Damn.
I'm playing a
Um,
lot of Forza. I can't find 2 roads. I'm missing 2 roads or 4.
You gotta disable everything on your map and just comb over it. Comb over it.
I would have to drive through every road
like
because
a grid.
everything looks covered.
No, don't drive through every road. You like literally disable everything and just do like a
Yeah.
quick sweep over your map. You'll
I did.
odds. Okay, so
No,
then it's
don't do a
probably a dirt
cozy
road.
quick sweep. Like do a
It's
regular
probably
person
no,
sweep.
what I'm guessing
Like
is
look nice
everyone
and
I
slow.
found, because I found a
Take your
few of them.
time.
I found a few of them,
Take your
but
time.
everyone I found was a tiny segment, a very
Yeah.
small segment. So it's
Yeah.
probably some really tiny segment. And you know what?
Yeah.
Screw it. I also
Screw it. No.
won another race on normal setting and then lost a bunch of races
Congratulations.
on normal setting.
Hey.
So now I'm back down to the beginning again.
That's still impressive.
That's still something.
Winning's winning.
Yeah, I agree with Loke. That is something.
I got
Forza is like as casual as you can get when it comes to racing games.
I'll say, to
but
be fair,
the
granted,
actual races.
yeah, they made the AI harder on this game. Granted,
they-
Cozy is losing a bit, but they did make the AI harder on this game.
yeah, yeah. I
I'm
like how you back up
trying.
there.
I'm trying my
That's what's
best.
important. That's what's
That's
important,
all.
Coach.
Exactly. That's all anyone can ask for.
But
Yeah. yeah.
I learned how to tune cars. Are you tuning your cars yourself, Loke?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you know what, Cozy? I don't want to hear any of that. You're
Like
tuning
I
your
play
car and
rally games.
losing than normal. Come on. What are we doing here? What are you tuning it to? You
Because
turn the
I
gears
still
down?
suck at driving them.
No, she's honestly pretty.
You know what,
Pretty
Ham?
funny.
Thanks
It's
for
pretty
catching
funny
that one.
watching her drive.
Thanks for
on
catching that
Forza.
one.
Like this downforce will get me in
hilarious.
third.
It
No,
is.
it's because
Like, what's the
I'm
point of
still not
tuning if
good
you're
at
taking
driving.
L's on the normal difficulty? You
Because
know what?
then
That's a good one. I
because
hadn't
then
caught that
at
one.
least you have a better odds. Like I have increased my odds a lot.
You know
Like,
what else could
Just by
increase your
tuning.
odds at your
You don't
skill
have to
level?
tune anything. Like I've only tuned 2 cars: my BMW M3 from
damn.
1992 and my '69 Camaro. Everything else, I just go with whatever car they recommend that I already have, or I buy the car that they recommend, and then I just race the stock car and I'm winning. So
I
I don't know.
I use like 3 cars.
It also tune your odds to hit the Y button.
She doesn't do that often.
That
Well,
also
I
helps.
mean, you obviously need to learn how to hit that turn a little bit better because you need to practice on them turns a little bit right there.
You know what? Don't judge my turning.
Also brake, right? Hit the left trigger
Oh
when
no,
you
I
see
don't
the
struggle with
red,
braking. I struggle with
when you see the
turns.
red.
And it's also because I use the same cars.
Again,
I use like the same 3 cars all the time. I use the same 3 cars.
I
Unless I
think we're
have to use
finding
another
out.
car.
I
Cozy,
think
you
we're
need to
finding out what the problem is.
hold the
Yeah.
brake while you're holding the gas at the same time. Like, no, I'm dead serious. Like when you're taking turns, like hold the brake all the way the fuck down and still be hitting the gas and just kind of ease your way through the turn.
It's
Did she
also
try to
probably
tune her hands?
because
Yes, Ricky.
You do
I
need to
That's a
don't
tune them
fact.
practice
hands
with
because
any
tuning them
other
cars
cars.
ain't gonna fix it.
No,
Cozy,
I
have you
don't
tried
practice with
tuning your
any other
hands,
cars
please?
because the cars that I'm good at, when I tune them, I'm good, but they aren't for most of the races. Like I can use
No.
the Subaru, the Celica, and the Miata. And that Mercedes
terrible.
AMG. Those are like the only cars I can use.
This is terrible.
Because those are the only cars I pretty much use if I unless I have to use another one.
There's
Wow.
a Ferrari in
cars,
the
though.
game that's crazy good at turning. I don't remember which one it is, but I was like hitting turns at like 180. It was crazy.
They have
Ooh.
the SF90 Stradale. 2020 Ferrari.
Ghetto,
That thing's nuts.
Ghetto, that's the one.
Is that the one that like where the spoiler will move?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
The
no,
one
so.
I'm
no.
talking about, the spoiler kind of jumps up when you hit a certain speed.
When you break,
I know the
huh?
4 GT does that, and the 4 GT is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
4GT
God,
is good, but
my
it's not as good
favorite
at
one.
turning as the Ferrari I'm talking about.
That thing,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's definitely
yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely
It's
not.
not good. But it's fast as fuck though. It's
It's
fast as fuck.
super fast. It's crazy
Um,
fast.
the Beamer I tuned for speed, and turns, but drifting is usually with the Camaro. Muscle cars are terrible at like turns, so that
Yep.
makes them awesome for drifting. All right, let's get into the news, guys. Let's do it.
Let's
Let's do
do
What
it.
it.
news?
Xbox. They
Oh
just
yeah.
confirmed, no, not just, but a couple of days ago, confirmed plans to cut 5 studios and thousands of jobs. Microsoft's gaming arm finally confirmed the cuts coming as part of its planned business quote reset on Monday, following weeks of media reports and speculation. In a note to staff, CEO Asher Sharma confirmed that Xbox intends to sell off or release 5 studios, but announced no plans for closures or game cancellations as had been feared following earlier online reports. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there for 2 seconds because I want to point out
One.
that when this article says, as had been feared, the article is explicitly, right, toning down slash lying about what was being said for the past few weeks, right? For the past few weeks,
Yeah.
VGC.
Talk about it, Loke. Like I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like I said that the day that all these reports came out, I was like, wow, that bloodbath is just like it's 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 like playing Mortal Kombat on fucking Super Nintendo. It's just not bloody.
Yep,
It's a
no blood at
bloodbath.
all.
And keep in mind, it's not what's going on isn't great, but I'm just saying they're really being a lot tamer than they've been about this for the past almost month.
Mm.
So continue, Loke. Yeah, because I
Over.
mean I thought that was a good point.
Yeah, they had said it was over, it was cooked, people were gone, studios would be like all the studios would be shuttered. They weren't talking about what's happening right now, which is a lot of downsizing and a lot of just letting go and spitting out of studios, but not actually like shutting down like 20-year-old studios, right? That's not what's actually happening, and it is important. The same way when these guys give us great reporting, right? Jason Schreier is a good example. We give them their flowers. When it's time for the L's, right? We need to lube it up and give it to them straight. Let's
Jesus.
continue. Psychonauts Studio, Double Fine, and South of Midnight developer Compulsion have effectively been released from Xbox Game Studios and allowed to continue operating as independent developers. The companies will also be allowed to keep their IP, Sharma said. Um,
Damn, they get to keep their
Yeah.
man, I forgot the way that they put that in music terms. They're
They're
allowing them to
the
keep their
masters,
like their
the masters,
their
they're
masters. There
right.
you go, their
Yeah,
masters.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, to be real, because we've seen it happen so many times where like a publisher will be like, "Yeah, you can go somewhere, but we're keeping that IP." I mean, hell, Xbox did that
Yeah.
with Halo, right?
Yeah. Bungie.
Yes. Um, Continuing, Ninja Theory, who make Senua, and Undead Labs, who make State of Decay, have been sold. Xbox confirmed, but details on their buyers have not been disclosed because the deals have not yet been completed. Finally, Marvel's Blade and Dishonored studio Arcane, also known as Matt's favorite studio, will also
The fuck
be
up.
divested.
Ugh.
Sorry, Matt?
Hmm?
So it's a lot better than what happened to Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
they'll also be
It is. I mean,
divested from the
you're not wrong.
yeah. Arcane will also be divested from the Xbox business. Sharma confirmed, but details have not yet been shared due to requirements of French law. For the remaining Xbox business, 3,000, count them, 3,200 job cuts will be made throughout its financial year across departments, with some areas such as its platform business seeing more layoffs than others. This figure is estimated to represent as much as 20% of Xbox's workforce. According to Bloomberg, Bethesda is set to undergo a significant overhaul and will pivot to focus on its biggest franchises: Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein. Before we move on, thoughts?
On that last piece that you just said, like
Yeah.
I seen a I seen a tweet going around from somebody in Bethesda, and and I mean, I might sound like an asshole or somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about or whatever, but I'm just speaking from the heart, just from a gamer's perspective, right? Like
Mhm.
one of the tweets, like I need to pull up my tweets and see what I said, because I said something, and I'm not verified anymore, so I don't get near as much reactions from people, which is fine. But there was somebody that didn't like what I said for sure. Um, yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, by the way, I went and seen Supergirl. That movie stunk.
Ooh.
Yeah, that wasn't
You must be a
great.
misogynist, Ham. You must be a misogynist.
Sure, I guess. I really just didn't enjoy it. Trying to find where this was.
Well, while you try and find that, I just want to add something very quickly. I haven't seen Supergirl, but you know what? I feel like if enough people say something's trash, it's probably trash, in my
That's
opinion.
not true.
We've had this argument before, Cozy.
There have been plenty of people who
Uh,
say a thing is trash without even engaging with the thing.
unfortunately, because we're 20 minutes late on today's show, like we won't be able to go on this tangent again for another hour, like we did the last time
Hmm.
we talked about this.
You know what's really
But
funny? And I
what?
remember like 20 years ago, just about anyone you ask would tell you sushi was trash. They'd never even tried sushi. But it was ew, that's
Okay.
disgusting. Now it's very popular.
Oh,
You
I found
can't
it.
There's
depend
still
on
people that hate. There's still people, tons of people that hate sushi. Nine
Yeah,
out
there
of ten
are.
people that I know in Mozambique that I've met that have tried sushi hate it. So anecdotal,
It's
Cozy.
popular now
You
though.
found
No,
it.
what it is popular. It is
No,
not
it's
that's not
definitely popular.
antidote. It's popular.
It's definitely popular, but still tons of people hate it. Ham, go
Yeah,
ahead.
tons of people can hate a thing, and if it's like but that's just saying in the court of a public opinion. That's just public opinion because
Okay,
you can convince anyone to argue against something. People are
okay,
lemmings. They're easy to
okay,
persuade about anything.
Matt didn't like sushi
okay.
until recently, and he still kind of doesn't like
Well, I
it.
never had it until recently, for real.
Well, but you
And I
said
don't
you
All
think
right.
didn't like it.
yeah, I didn't like the sound of it, honestly, because it's just
Oh, the
like what
sound
it
of it, jeez
like
Louise.
But
like
that's
the
what I'm
Let's
saying.
like
focus,
what it
Logan's
y'all.
is.
Let's
saying
focus,
if people
y'all.
say something is trash, a lot of people will say something is trash because their favorite person tells them
Let's
something is
focus, y'all.
trash.
This is not the Supergirl podcast.
It's
Not just
it,
that. I
Focus.
mean, we see this with
Ham,
games
you're
too.
looking for something.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and
Oh,
I
definitely
okay.
see
found
it with
it.
definitely see it with
All right.
games.
Put it up on.
And just to stand on a little harder, yes, Supergirl was ass. It was like it felt like and
In a bad way,
and
because
and,
some
and
of
it,
us like ass.
it was curdly ass. It was disgusting.
There we
It wasn't good, and it was more or less just because I thought the story was kind of worthless. It felt like a side. It felt like a side story. It felt like I was playing a side
thing up on the
story of
screen.
something, and it didn't really need to be there. What's up?
I thought you were gonna put something up on the screen.
No, I'm not going to put it up on the screen. I was just saying I was looking for a tweet that I had, and I found it.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it was
Okay.
from Kotaku, and I quote
Uh-huh.
tweeted it, of course, to say
Yes.
something that may be out of pocket, but I'll let you guys
What you
tell
say?
me whether it's out of pocket or not. I'm sure Cozy will have some thoughts on it. Um, but Kotaku put down Elder Scrolls 6 dev says Xbox layoffs will have substantial and cascading effect on the game's already long development at Kotaku. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I just quote tweeted it, and I just said this. I said, "Enough with the excuses. If you can't cook, get out the kitchen." That's what I said. I mean, like it or not, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm just tired of hearing it. One reason or another, people just can't figure something out. While we got devs of all these other, upcoming development companies, like Expedition and all these other people that got small teams and a
Celebrate.
ton of passion, and and they get it done.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
I know,
And I understand these are two totally different type of games. I get that, but it's just like like I don't know. There's just always a reason to have an issue, and it's just like you guys need to set yourselves up for success instead of making people try to feel bad for you. Because I don't feel bad anymore. There's a few years of TSWS where I was like, oh, I feel bad for these guys. This is terrible. This sucks. You know what? But at this point, I'm just like, yo, you still got a job here. You still working there, and and the first thing you do is complain like that. Like in my opinion, I'm just like, nah. Like I understand you probably lost a bunch. Oh, you might have lost some friends or had some people that was with you and whatnot, but be happy that you still got a job. Be happy that you still got a job in a place that you hopefully actually want to work.
Mm.
Like I
well,
like I'm not feeling this
what
energy
happens with
right
And
here.
stop
major
shit and
layoffs,
stop
though?
shitting on customers in the company, right? Stop shitting on the customers when you post on LinkedIn, when you post on Twitter, when you post on Blue Sky, and also stop shitting on the customer and the product as well. Stop it. Come here, do your fucking job, right? You're here to bounce the ball, score the points, and win the championships. And if you don't, you get traded. If you're lucky, you get traded. If you're not lucky, you get cut. And that applies for every single industry on this planet. Video game developers are no exception. It doesn't matter where you work. If you do not perform, you're out.
I actually think this is
But go ahead, Cozy. What'd you have to
no,
say?
I'm gonna say it's actually a good case to start getting out, because what I think, we're going to see. Like, here's the thing:
Do you think that
you
was
lay
an
off a lot of
asshole
people.
take though?
No, I don't
No,
think
it
it's an asshole
wasn't.
take. I think the big thing is now would be the time to, like, honestly, I envy the people who get let go, because at least they get their severance.
That's
Because
a fact.
honestly, when you see large waves of people, it's time to run. It's time to go do something else.
Hmm.
Like the
There is
studios
something
that
to that.
got spun independently are kind of lucky in that way, that they've got, like, well, we still got our thing, but the bigger thing to do would be to get out. And just understand it's something that you love. Might be like, making your own game or whatever, but now would be the time to be like, you know what? Deuces.
Yeah,
Deuces.
shout out to Ty as well. He said, I've been saying for years, Xbox needs to get rid of this let the devs cook mentality. I'm glad these rubbish studios are off the books. Good riddance. I mean, not everyone's gonna agree with you on that one, Ty, but I tell you that I agree with most of what you said right there, because the whole like we tried since the beginning of this generation, just let him cook, just let him cook, just let him cook, just let him cook. And some of the games were pretty good, and some of them were pretty mediocre. And not to say that the games were horrible. It was just at very very limited audiences for what games were being shipped out. And that is kind of not good for a business that's trying to be what they have been for years, is, top on their game or one of the top of the game. And to see something like South of Midnight or Senua, whatnot, have like and it release on Steam, and then we can see the Steam numbers. You can't see the Xbox numbers, but you can see the Steam numbers, right? And you see it. It's like it never went past 200 players at a time. That's not great. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. That's not a good
Yep.
look
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
So
The facts on
like
the ground.
from
Facts on the
from
ground are
where
not great.
like that might be an okay, no, it's not even an okay look for an indie dev, right? That's just a bad look.
Mm.
That's just a bad look. So for a multi-trillion-dollar company to get a couple hundred people playing multiple times within the generation, yeah, I'm not sure if the let the devs cook is working. It
I
is.
think either way, they're on a sinking ship. And eventually they're going to have to get rid of all the slack. And they're just going to do, your Activision and Elder Scrolls. That's their future.
It
Because
is.
they're
I
not
mean, we've
getting
seen what happened to Obsidian just recently. We'll probably be talking
Which
about that
which
here in
is
a little
not
while.
terrible. Which is not terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about that news. I was like,
There's one studio. There's one studio making Pokemon. Sure, it's shit, right? But there's also one studio making Animal Crossing, right? And everyone's happy about that. And they've been making Animal Crossing since I don't know when.
Minecraft.
That's not how they work. They work completely
Minecraft.
different structure. They have a completely different
No,
structure.
the point is, Cozy, there's nothing wrong with with having studios that are specialists or having people that are specialists in the specific thing that they do. Like I'm sure the Mario games, if you check, there's probably two or three teams that have been working on the Mario games, like the side scroller Mario games, for years,
What I'm
and
saying
everyone's
is you're
happy.
wrong
The
because
3D
Nintendo
Mario games
people work
for
more across
years.
things than other studios. They actually work more across than other studios.
So what you're telling me is the people that that made the last Animal Crossing didn't. There's no one there that worked on the previous Animal Crossing.
No, they are, but they work on other things too. They
Okay, so
don't
that's
sit
my
there
point.
and just work on Animal Crossing.
That's my
That's
point.
what I'm saying.
That's my point.
But what
Okay,
I'm
my
saying
point is
is it
the people
wouldn't
that
be
work on Animal Crossing have worked on Animal Crossing, will work on Animal Crossing. So the people that are working on Elder Scrolls have worked on Elder Scrolls, should work on Elder Scrolls. That's all I'm saying.
no what I'm saying is that makes sense. What you're saying, I agree with that 100%. I'm saying Microsoft doesn't really have an Xbox future. That's not the future. In the future, they'll be like a small. They'll have their Activision and probably Elder Scrolls and Fallout. They're not going to be some, and I think that's the future for most large game companies.
Hmm.
They'll have
Matt, you've
like
been quiet.
their money making traps, and then maybe one big headliner.
Matt, you've been quiet.
Yeah, I agree with Cozy.
Yeah.
They're trying to maximize efficiency over what they know can win versus just dumping ideas. Is that what you're saying, Cozy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
I'm
their
just making
future
sure I was
isn't,
on it.
we have the next Xbox, I'm guessing, will probably be the last. And then they will probably have to, scrap Game Pass.
Man, the next consoles might be the last, the way it's fucking looking.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean,
I think
though?
I said this earlier, PlayStation has probably one more generation than Xbox.
Right.
Three
We're not
more.
getting an Xbox
Three
after
more.
the next one that comes out.
I wouldn't
Three
say
more.
three
Three
more.
more
You
generations.
said 3 more?
After
For what?
Xbox closes up, PlayStation
She means so
has 3
so
more.
you're saying they have next generation, one after that, another one after that, and then another one after that.
I'm saying I don't believe the next console is Xbox's last console.
I think it is. I think it
It
sells less
I
than
probably
don't
this one. It'll sell
I
like
don't agree
maybe
with that.
15 million. Game Pass sales will Game Pass will drop off a cliff.
I think
It's been
consoles are
dropping
going to
off.
turn out being like what the Sega Genesis was, and eventually
Oh.
you're just going to
Is
be attaching stuff to it. That's what I
That would
just that's
but
like that's what I honestly think's going to happen. Like I don't think it'll be like as expressive as the Genesis was with the 32X
goodness.
and the Sega
Oh my
CD. I don't
goodness.
think it'll
Let's not
be
even talk about all those attachments.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be as like expressive and loud looking as that, but I'm just saying like I do see gaming getting to a point where it's like the next gen is like something small that you add on to what you got already.
mm,
And it just like like almost like that almost like that little that red card that you had for the 64 where you popped out the center and then you put in the red the red RAM down there to be able to play like Donkey Kong and like Perfect Dark and stuff like that. Like I see the future being something like that, to be honest. Like whether that happens like obviously that ain't gonna happen for the PS6 or the Helix, but I see that happen sometime down the road where they make this stuff less like purchasing like a brand new console and more like purchasing like a stick of RAM.
Yeah.
that sounds heartbreaking.
Why?
Yeah,
Matt,
but everything's
you've been
digital now,
quiet.
so they can do that, you know?
Ham, your camera's off, just in case you didn't
No,
know.
I know. I was just eating something. I didn't
Okay.
feel like shoving food in my
Mm,
face with a bunch of people watching.
Look at him pretend he's not a
All
slob.
right.
Oh, I'm a
No,
slob.
he's a good person. He's not like me. Like I'll eat popcorn right there, right in front of
Oh, I'll
everybody.
do it with
Uh,
popcorn, bro. That's finger food, but I'm not gonna do that with
Yeah.
some Chipotle. I'll look like a goddamn fool.
Chipotle. I've
Eh,
never had Chipotle, so
Okay,
I don't know
I mean
what
they
that means.
have it
It's
all
it's
Oh,
over
he just never had
Texas.
Chipotle because he lives in Texas and they have much better
Yeah,
options.
yep,
they do have a lot
they
of
do.
like authentic Mexican and some fantastic Tex-Mex there. Look, why don't you tell us about it?
Raichi has 36 months as a member for TSWS. Thank you very much,
It's not very
Raichi,
nice.
for continuing to support TSWS monetarily. Memberships are live. Quick reminder to everyone, smash the like button. Memberships are live. If you want to support us beyond watching the pod and commenting, go ahead and support us with a $2 membership. Richie says, please listen to me. All right, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, everybody. Let's hear out Richie. He says about Double Fine and
Isn't he
compulsion game.
Canadian?
Yeah.
Skip him.
Imagine being broke. Then Phil Spencer
I'm just
saves
kidding.
you. He showers you with money. You buy your rent a you rent a beautiful new office and start buying millions of dollars of equipment. You hire double the people and get 7 years of paychecks. Free money for 7 whole years. Zero stress. Now Xbox says you can go and we will help you financially to make your next game. So after 7 years of security, you are left with millions of dollars of free equipment and burning $100 million from Microsoft. Uh, those two studios are dancing. Compulsion and Double Fine pulled the heist of the century.
I mean, that's a good
Matt,
way to look at
thoughts?
Beautiful.
it.
Matt, give us your
Yo,
thoughts before everybody else goes. You've been quiet, man. You've been very quiet.
my
He's
thoughts on
devastated.
the layoffs.
Yeah, the layoffs and what
Here's the
Rachie
thing.
just said about the biggest heist in gaming.
I mean, honestly, good for, I guess in that regard, good for Compulsion and Double Fine. For
Hmm.
first of all, getting to keep getting to keep their IP, because that's something. I mean, like Ham mentioned, we've seen Microsoft completely fuck Bungie out of their IP. Which, granted, in the long run, is that a bad thing? I don't know.
Doesn't
But
look like it.
like, it's like, but so like we've seen it go the opposite way
Man,
before. So good for them for holding on to it.
Like Matt, they got to keep Destiny. They kept it.
Yeah,
Look what
they
happened.
exactly. So is it a bad? Is it
nothing
always a
happened,
bad
Ham.
thing?
Nothing,
Probably not.
absolutely nothing happened.
But uh, in terms of all the, you mean just like the broader topic of layoffs and whatever? I
Yeah,
mean, here's the thing. I'm it sucks, but like I'm kind of numb to it. I like it's unfortunate, but like at the end of the day, you know, like for example, so Obsidian got hit with layoffs and stuff, and you know, people have their own opinions on like Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 and stuff like that. I personally really loved them. I can at this exact same time acknowledge probably shouldn't have taken you, how many years was it for Avowed to come out? I think it was like they
Like
started
5 or
working on that
6.
like yeah, it was like pre-acquisition they started working on that, because that was what they pitched to Microsoft when they
And
bought them.
the
So it's like,
trailer did not reflect what they ended up
yeah,
giving us.
yeah, and it went through like multiple iterations, like reboots and all the sorts of shit. So like, as much as I love the game, and I think it's great, it would have been a lot. I mean, just for them, it would have been a lot better if they got that out way quicker than they did. And unfortunately, they didn't. Probably the same thing with Outer Worlds and everything. But I don't know. Like the only thing that really kind of concerns me about this, it's two things, and one of them not so much, because it could end up being a good thing, because Arcane's more than likely gone. It's just a matter of like they got to work things out behind the scenes. But like that would, hopefully that would mean that they could still continue to do something. Whether that's working on Blade, we don't know. But hopefully they still exist in some capacity. They can do something. Maybe somebody will buy them. I know what's Rafael Colantonio, like the one of the founders of Arcane, was kind of like kicking the idea around of like maybe purchasing Arcane if something were to happen to him. So that would be cool. The only other thing that really bothers me about it is what the fuck is happening with id Tech, because they got rid of the entire team that's responsible for that engine, and that seems like a
I'm
little
not
bit
sure
of
if
a
that's
mistake to
true.
me. That's what all the reports are.
yeah.
I mean, I
From
don't
what
know.
I
Maybe
read
that's not true.
from Mischief, he was like, here, I'll just read exactly what he put. He put, I'm kind of baffled as to where this idea that id Tech team has been laid off came from, because the Frankfurt studio is responsible for the engine and they haven't faced any reductions yet. This is freely available information on on their website that any journalist could have found.
Okay. So, like,
So they're the
hold
ones that
on.
are
Who said
responsible
that?
for the engine.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'm wrong. But like, what happened at the Dallas studio then?
Oh, that I don't know. He was just talking
Because like
about
they,
the id Tech team being laid off from Frankfurt, because that's where the engine is being done. So I don't know what happened in Dallas.
okay, because like the thing in Dallas was like the entire
Jesus.
pretty much, jeez, yeah, the entirety of the id Tech team at Dallas was laid off. Um, and that's what I read. So I mean, if the whole Frankfurt thing's true, that's great. I would hope that's true.
Yeah, there's like a whole
Because that,
picture of it. In the picture it says its Software's Frankfurt studio is an extension of the Dallas office, focusing on technology development and the id Tech engine for Doom and other games in development at ZeniMax Studios. ZeniMax owned studio located in Germany's fifth largest city. Frankfurt is host to some of the most. All right, yada yada. All right,
okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's good then. Hopefully that they're not killing the id Tech engine. But also with the id Tech is like They got rid of like a fair bit of people, but like they also mentioned that they have like id just themselves have two what they would call core franchises, being Doom and Quake, and you got rid of a lot of the people that would make Doom and Quake. So it's like, are you going to do the thing that you do with Halo Studios, which is contractors? Which I know that I don't know how it works in Texas, but like I know it's favorable for them to do that up in like Washington and Seattle, where like 343 or Halo Studios, whatever, where they are. I know it's
Yeah.
favorable to do that. I'm not sure about Texas, but like it's also one of those things, like if you plan to keep id Tech around, which hopefully you do, um, it would be kind of a weird move to just get rid of half of that team and then be like bring in new people and say, hey, learn id Tech, as opposed to like what me and Mike think may be happening, which is like a full switch to Unreal Engine. Because if you're
Ew.
bringing in, because exactly, because if you're bringing in new people, like what do most game developers know? It's like the most common engine is Unreal, that or Unity, and they're not using Unity. So it's like, I mean, it's like, are they going to just say, hey, we're making, like, you're getting the Quake game you always wanted, you're getting the Doom game you always wanted, but it's like we're moving everything over to Unreal Engine. It's like, I wouldn't like that. But if with the news of what you just said, maybe they're not. It's just so weird to me that they got rid of like so many people if they're making two franchises that they consider core franchises. I just can't kind of can't wrap my head around that. But like
That's
everything
very weird.
else, it's like it sucks. But like, yo, I don't know. It is what it, like this happens every year. It is what it is at this point. Like this is a bigger version of what happens every year. But like,
Every single year.
I mean, I can't, like, whatever I say isn't going to do shit. All I can do is, if whatever game I like, I'll play it and
Hmm.
hope that helps. But like, I can't really do shit about it.
All right. Moving on. Microsoft's layoffs include the 37-year-old veteran behind Xbox backwards compatibility, Kevin LeChapelle, no relation to Dave Chappelle,
Oh, I was
who
confused. Thank you.
until who
I
until
thought maybe it was okay.
who
You're talking about the
until this
white guy, right? The white dude, yeah. Okay, I was confused.
yes, Matt,
All right,
yes.
gotcha. Okay.
Kevin LaChapelle, who until this week served as the vice president of Xbox platform, took to LinkedIn to confirm he's been laid off as part of Microsoft's widespread restructuring. Quote, I will add my name to the list of people who were laid off today at Xbox, LaChapelle wrote. This ends my 37 years at Microsoft. I've worked in many
Damn.
different parts of the company, and I will say my fondest memories are of leading the team of very talented engineers who built the Xbox backward compatibility program. Sitting in the auditorium when Phil announced the program at E3 2015 was incredible. The audience's reaction was unbelievable. I followed that with leading the team who created our cloud gaming product, Cozy. I'm a firm believer that all entertainment will eventually become streamed to you wherever you are. Hmm. I look forward to watching how
And he
Xbox
got cut.
evolves.
No.
Honestly, 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 he is in a great place. Let me tell you, big companies,
Uh-huh.
they give good severance. And you know
Yeah.
what that severance is usually based on? How long
Yeah.
you've worked at a company.
How long you've been
Oh,
He
there.
could
Yeah.
retire and he could fully retire and just be
He
set. But
probably
he
probably.
is
probably
making
won't.
enough. The most severance I ever got was a ridiculous amount, and I'd only worked at the company for 4 years, and it was much smaller than Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
probably
and
he's probably got, at least a 5-figure worth of regular payments.
and that's before we start talking about
Hmm.
Cozy, before we start talking about stock options, because
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
he's
included
got
in
he
Microsoft's payouts.
uh-huh. There's no way. I'm like, "Dang, you worked there that long?" That's not people don't understand, like, that is not a sad go out. If you left from a tiny little company, of course it sucks. But a big company?
Man,
You're
he
stacked
balling.
at that point.
Yep. Yep.
He's about to go buy
and
himself a
and
grill.
because he could still get food
A
stamps.
grill.
He could still get food
Yeah,
stamps.
he could still
That's
apply
what's
for
up.
unemployment and get food stamps.
There you go.
I'm just
Motherfucker never
saying.
have to spend a dime.
It's not
Yeah.
like, we don't get taxed into this sort of thing, so might as well take advantage.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So my question to you guys is, with this happening, and he's been someone that's been crucial for two very important things, right? Which is backwards compatibility and uh fuck, what was it? It's backwards compatibility. I
Cloud
just read
gaming.
the article. How did I forget? Oh yeah, and cloud gaming. How important is like him leaving? Like, does this mean nothing or does it mean everything?
It means that he's not there.
Yeah, but on the one hand, you can say, oh, he's just another like wheel in the cog or whatever. But then you have people like Neil Druckmann, people like Kojima. Sure, he's not a video game director, but he's someone
Yeah.
that was in a very big leadership position. And
Well,
by me using those two examples, right, I'm pointing out the fact that, you know what? Turns out leadership does matter.
the difference between focusing specifically on Kojima
Hmm.
is, I mean, obviously, he's not creating a video game, but like
Yes.
Kojima is the company. There's a lot of talent around him to make the things that happen, but without Kojima, that the company just doesn't exist. Period. So without this guy, like again, it sucks, but like, yo, the company exists without you, and you had a lot of time here, but like, and we appreciate you and all that stuff, but like, dude, 37 years, it's a long fucking time, and like, you know, does it mean anything? Like, I don't know that I would say that it specifically means anything. I I think what he said about cloud eventually probably will be true.
Mm.
How soon we don't know. Honestly, maybe a lot sooner than anyone thinks if prices are the way they are. Um, because
Absolutely.
being able to afford hardware going into next generation. I know I saw something about Microsoft taking another look at Project Helix to look for ways to cut costs on that. I mean, and maybe they can cut some costs, but like even still, shit's gonna be expensive probably.
And there are markets
Yeah.
where cloud has become the feasible way to game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, he essentially said, like something like, you know, Sean Layden is PlayStation, but PlayStation is not Sean Layden.
Mm.
You see
So
what
he'll
I
be
mean?
fine.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like Kojima Studios is Kojima, but
Yes.
also Kojima Studios is like it goes both ways. It's like my shirt. It says Taco Cat. And you say it backwards, it says Taco Cat.
True.
It's the same thing both ways.
I mean, I like that.
I hadn't noticed that until you said it.
Because you said it with such a straight face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Um,
I hadn't seen that at all.
yeah, I think it sucks, but the show will go on, and I think it sucks less for him because he's been there so long, so
Okay,
he's
and it
going
won't
to at
affect
least make out
Xbox.
like a bandit.
Yeah, and then
Set.
probably immediately get hired somewhere making more money.
Man,
Either that, or
Listen,
you could just straight up retire. Honestly, if you wanted to, I'm
I'd
sure
I'm just
retire
it's
saying,
for
feasible.
putting
most
it
of
on
the
your
time just to collect the money and then immediately just get right back on the wagon.
yeah,
Sure.
because 37 years on your CV, that opens a lot of doors. With Microsoft, that opens a
Exactly.
lot
At
of doors.
Microsoft. At Microsoft.
That's a lot of doors. All right, moving on. Xbox layoffs reportedly gut id Software's coding team and cut 60 to 70 developers from Obsidian. So this is what you're talking about early on, Matt.
Yeah.
On Monday, Microsoft announced restructuring that will result in blah blah blah. Okay, according to Kotaku, right? This is the
Now let's
source.
skip right
According
to
to
the
Kotaku,
source, the great source.
yeah. Uh, According to Kotaku, around 60 to 70 developers were fired from Obsidian, which included producers, artists, designers, programmers, QA testers, and writers. The Outer Worlds art director, also this is okay, Obsidian. Obsidian. All right. Outer Worlds art director
Mhm.
Daniel Alpert, who served at the studio for over 2 decades, took to LinkedIn to confirm he's part of the cut. Here's his quote: "This morning, after 21 years at Obsidian Entertainment, my journey with the studio came to an end. While this wasn't the outcome I hoped for, I can't help but feel incredibly grateful for the time I spent there. Obsidian wasn't just a workplace, it was where I built a career, formed lasting friendships, and had the opportunity to work alongside some of the most talented and passionate people in the industry." AK Fado, a narrative designer at the studio, also confirmed that they had been affected. Quote, "I'm very sorry to announce that I was one of the devs affected by the Obsidian layoffs today. Being able to write for the studio whose work pulled me out of a dark place with my writing and reminded me of why I loved it was a beautiful dream. It took me places I'd never imagined, and some I had. In the small, ambitious way a child watches credits roll and swears to somebody to someday be up there." Elsewhere, it's been claimed by 3D Realms founder Scott Miller that most, if not all, of id Software's coders have been let go. Okay, so this is Matt. This is the source for the id thing. 3D
Yeah.
Realms founder Scott Miller is the one who said it. This claim comes as Microsoft plans to restructure Bethesda around the studio's strongest franchises. So yeah, I think Scott Miller is a credible source for the id cuts, but he didn't
Yeah.
give numbers. He just said most, if not all, of id software coders have been let go. Thoughts,
I, s-
guys? Is Doom
I
dead?
s- no, because they named it as a core franchise, and
Hmm.
that's why I'm confused. It's like you got rid of a lot of the team that would be making that game for you, but it is a core franchise, and not only Doom but Quake also. How the fuck are they working on Quake and Doom with like 50 people at the studio? Is my thing. Like I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, God bless. I wish you all the best, but how are you gonna make that work? I don't I don't know. We'll see. But it's apparently they're very important to their plan. So I mean, that's good, I guess. We'll see.
All right.
I sent this to
Anyone
you,
else have
Loke.
anything to
I
add on
sent this
this?
to you via
Yeah.
Twitter. I want you to check that out, and I'll put it on the screen so
Okay.
everybody can see it.
Hold on.
Let me know
Let's
when you
see
got it
what's
up.
on Twit. Hold on. I still call it Twitter, guys. Like I think I'm gonna die
I'm
calling
never
it
calling
Twitter.
that shit. I'm never calling that shit X.
Yeah.
It's really
We're
cringe.
the old
It's really
guys.
cringe. It's really cringe. They keep pushing that it's X, dude. That's Twitter, and it's always been Twitter. I don't know what we're doing here.
It is
Yep.
whatever I'm
Has
thinking
it?
of at the moment. Some days it's X and some days it's Twitter. It's just whatever. Whatever rolls off the tongue. I don't really care either way.
Hmm. All right. So this is a tweet from Hazardor Gaming, friend of the channel, Hazardor Gaming. Says, "If this type of developer works at Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, I would have fired you too." And then
Oh,
when
I've
you
seen
click
this.
on it, it's a post from at Salarez Blue Sky. Okay.
Hmm.
The person says, "I was one of the dozens of devs laid off at Obsidian today. Incredibly privileged to have landed my dream job right after school. Wow, awesome. Obsidian was an amazing place to work. The cancer Xbox." and I've always been an Xbox hater. Fun fact, I don't even own my own game on that shitty console.
How about that?
Wow.
Okay. Can I say something about that? So
Wow.
me and Mike talked about this in Discord last night. My whole thing is you definitely shouldn't have been saying that shit. There's I get it because here's the thing. You just got fired. You're pissed. Fair. Whatever. It's human emotion. You should not say that shit. You just shouldn't say that shit. And the point I was making to Mike is like, dude, the, just off of statistics at at Xbox or Microsoft, we'll call it Xbox because the whole gaming thing. But like at Xbox, there's underneath Xbox at Activision, Bethesda, Xbox Game Studios, there's probably tons of people that don't like Xbox. Probably tons of them working there that don't like Xbox, they don't prefer it, or whatever the case may be. They're not saying it. They're not saying it. And granted, you got fired. I get it, you're salty, but dude, let's let's just stop. Don't do that because honestly, even just for that person, that's not good for that person. Like that doesn't help you. Like if you were planning to be like, okay, I got fired and I want to get in another job in game development, they're gonna look at that post.
Yep.
They're gonna look at that post and they're gonna be like,
Yep.
yeah, about that. And whether that's how you feel or not, you got to learn to control the emotions a little bit better. A little bit better, bud.
He's using the internet like a rookie.
Yes.
That's
It's
the way that looks.
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I saw that. Like I don't hate the motherfucker for saying that, but also don't say it.
I don't like him.
Just don't say it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like you're working you're working for Xbox
Sure.
and you flat out don't like them. You just said that I've always been a hater for them. I don't want you
Yeah.
working there.
I here's the thing from Xbox's perspective, I absolutely agree with that. But like just there's probably a lot of people at Xbox like that who just don't say it,
Well,
which is
then
why
I
I'm
want a
saying
lot of
don't
people from Xbox fired. I guess in that, I guess in that
that's
case, then I'm kind of happy that this all happened. like,
that's
like, 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 like
okay.
if this is the way that people are looking at said company, I want people hired there that are happy to work there. You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
I can go to any Walmart and find miserable people that don't want to work at Walmart, but the person that's
Yeah.
happy to work there is a person I'm happy to give my money to. Right?
I'm not saying
The people trying to sell me something in a half-ass bad mood, I don't even want to shop at your store anymore. Like it has nothing to do with everybody
absolutely.
that worked there. You ruined my experience.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that it's cool that that's a thing. I'm just saying, bro, literally don't say that shit. There's no reason to say that shit.
Yeah. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
I mean,
It's
it doesn't necessarily create a bad experience. It just basically it creates like you'll have people like, well, I still need to eat, so I got to work here.
yeah.
But it's the loss of passion where they're like, well, I need to eat, so I got to work here, so I'm gonna do my job, but not
hmm
gonna, clock in, do, what is required of me, and then clock out, go home. And that is honestly what you lose in the extra. Like I remember I worked at a job and they were literally throwing incentives at people, um, because at some point we knew we were all getting let go and we knew it. And so like they were throwing incentives at people, like, yeah, left and right. And we were just there like, I'm just here for a paycheck until I find something else. Like I'm doing my job to the letter of the extent, but suddenly, oh, that person who was like that person just quit, like, and they'd be like, hey, can you, like, no, that's not part of my duty, I'm not, uh-uh, I'm getting fired anyway. You're not going to fire me early because you still need me right now. That's the extra that you lose. You lose that extra care.
Well, They filtered his ass.
They did.
Yeah, yeah. Not a good look. Not a good look. You said
Based
what?
on based on the way he reacted, he wasn't too hard to find.
What do you mean?
I'm saying based on his reaction right here, he probably wasn't too hard to find. Because you don't act like this just randomly.
True.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You don't just all of a sudden, okay, curtains down. No. You were talking to people, you were in people's ear, you probably was saying stuff on social media, side-eyed, or from the side of your mouth. You don't just all of a sudden feel this way.
No. No.
Yeah, yeah. He fucked up. He definitely fucked up.
Pretty big.
All right, back to the topic
Richie
though.
says. Richie says he showed a copy of Outer Worlds 2 on PS5 in his post. You know, the platform whose fan base trashed Obsidian for the last 5 years. Imagine how many PlayStation fanboys work at Xbox and leak stuff nonstop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, so yeah, we were talking about the Xbox layoffs, id and Obsidian specifically. Now we're gonna move on to Game Pass because apparently Game Pass has reportedly lost millions of users since
Wonder why.
2024.
Of course they did.
Wonder why.
That's according to both Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal, which claim that Game Pass currently has 30 million subscribers, down from 34 that Microsoft last reported in 2024. All right, so we don't have to get into it. Thoughts?
I
Why did this happen?
could it possibly be because they fucking raised the price to $30 a month?
Come on,
And
Lo.
then like a couple months later, they're like, oh, sorry about that. We're sorry, boss.
Come
We're
on,
sorry,
Skip.
boss.
Come on,
Yeah,
Skip.
like
We already
still,
know most of their player base is also on Xbox, and guess what's hemorrhaging?
Well,
yeah, that too. Xbox, the console.
Xbox is hemorrhaging. So, it's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah.
all right, that's fair. That's fair. So they deserve to be losing these subscribers.
For the
It's
choices
about
they've
what
made.
value you provide to the people using your service. If you aren't providing them the value they want, yes, of course you're going to lose people.
Listen, I was shocked when I saw this. I was like, "What? The number went down?"
Why wouldn't it?
Like,
How? How would you be shocked?
because Game Pass is awesome
But like,
value, awesome
right,
value, in my opinion.
and but the thing is, it like when they say that we're raising the granted, they went back on it, they lowered it, whatever. But like when they say they're raising the price by $10, and here's the thing about Game Pass, most people who like use, like, not everybody who's signed up for Game, but most people who use it on a daily basis to do many different, like, they're playing different things. Like, and you sit here and tell me we're raising the price by $10 because we just can't sustain Call of Duty being in here at this price. Then fucking
Yeah,
take it out. Take it the fuck out.
no one asked for it.
I don't
Well, I
like.
did.
Well, so did I. But once we start getting shit like Black Ops 7, I don't even want to see the I don't even want to see the fucking logo for Call of Duty anymore. I don't even want to see the logo for that shit.
You're still upset about that, Matt? Jeez,
Dude, it's
bro.
one of the shittiest games I've ever seen in my life.
Not
Actually,
Call of Duty games, just
it's
games.
fucking no games. It's fucking embarrassing. And I get it, some dev's gonna be like, I worked hard, but dude, that collectively is fucking embarrassing.
It's
That
like
game.
embarrassing because there's so much time and money investment in Call
Yes.
of Duty, and that is what you gave people. Like, I get it if
Like,
it was someone's little indie project, but it's sort of like that's your best. That's what you're giving people now.
Yes, that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 would be like a fun indie horde shooter, but it's not. It's fucking Call of Duty. And like myself and like a lot of other people, tons of other people have like really great memories of Call of Duty, and like some people still really like Call of Duty. Not many people like Black Ops 7, but still some people still really like it and want to see it succeed. But when you put out a game like that and you're
Yeah,
like, this is what we're launching, this is why Game Pass has gone up $10. I'm like, hey buddy, go fuck yourself. That's insane. That's stupid.
all right,
Like, it's
man.
not
Tell us how
that
you
game
really
isn't
feel.
worth $10, let alone the fucking 70 you're asking for it. So, I mean, like, here's the thing. Hopefully, Modern Warfare 4 is good. Hopefully it's good. And if it's good, then maybe I'll check it out or something. But like, dude, Black Ops 7, it's put a taste in my mouth that just fucking it stinks. It stinks.
It's
And
terrible.
that's why they raised the price. And when they raise the price, that's why people start unsubscribing. And I don't blame them. And the only reason I didn't switch down, because there was like a little period of time where there was no like day one stuff coming out earlier in the year. So it's like there's a period of time where I could have just, or late last year's, well, maybe not so much late last year, but like I could have switched down to like premium for like a couple months or whatever. I didn't do that because I already had shit locked in. But then eventually they, like, as soon as I was about to re up on my subscription, they were like, yeah, we're lowering the price. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm honestly going to be done whenever I can no longer get the the preloaded cards.
Oh yeah. They are they did stop production on that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wonder if they're
All
still
right.
selling those on
All right.
Amazon.
More bad news. id Software,
Whoa! God damn!
id
What's
Software
happening?
Dev claims id Software Dev claims it's been relegated to support studio size as 136 layoffs confirmed.
I
On
mean,
Wednesday, a warn notice filed in Texas, so Matt, you were right about that, indicated that 96 workers have been laid off in Richardson, Texas, where it is based, and a further 40 remote roles have been cut for a total of 136 job losses. According to an announcement published by the Communication Workers of America last December, it had 185 employees in total, which would mean that if that figure is accurate, the majority of the studio's workers have been laid off in this week's huge Xbox cuts. Derek Best, a former VFX artist at id, sorry, who has worked on all three modern Doom games, published a lengthy post on LinkedIn saying he was in shock at how brutal the layoff cuts were. Quote, collectively, decades of knowledge was wiped out of the studio, he claimed. The VFX team was eliminated down to one single artist and
Oof.
no lead or producer. The engine programmer responsible for the massive gains in VFX pipeline improvements, like all the particle editor work, was let go as well. All devs that had Houdini knowledge for procedural modeling or cached animations were wiped out, so all the work for Doom, the Dark Ages in that program has gone to waste with no one to carry it on. He concluded, great job, Microsoft. Nothing says business success like nuking a team into the dirt and relegating them to support studio size while also throwing out massive technological achievements. Cozy, go ahead.
I mean, I mean, that's what these large companies are going to do. They're going to spit you up and chew you out. The best bet now is, because like I said earlier, Microsoft isn't going to have a huge future in a bunch of games. They're just going to be like, the handful of Activision things, and then just Fallout and Elder Scrolls. That's probably pretty much 90% of what their future is.
Yeah.
Um
yeah,
oh, and Forza. We'll still
yeah.
get
I was about to say in Forza.
Forza,
Forza.
Halo, Gears,
I, 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 I,
Fable.
don't think Halo will survive.
'I do. 100%.
I think it'll survive just because they're very stubborn with Halo. They will not let it die, no matter what. I mean,
No,
like we haven't seen the ultimate challenge yet, I guess, because it could get worse. But like
It could get
up
worse because I
up
mean, Halo and Gears are in the same boat. People aren't buying it.
what I thought was pretty interesting was at the Halo thing that I'm going to, the Halo Fest. They're gonna have a
Mhm.
multiplayer announcer there,
I
and
I
I
think
thought that was
that's
kind of interesting because it's just like they don't have anything multiplayer announced at all, and
exactly.
they're shutting off multiplayer or doing something, or not shutting off multiplayer, but like stopping the HCS championship, or like it's on hold. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming what's gonna be happening at Halo Fest is gonna be some sort of announcement that has something to do with HCS. And just with that thought process in my mind, and knowing that they're working on this Halo that's about to be coming out, and I think they have plans on doing more remakes or something like that. I don't see Halo going anywhere for at least the next decade.
It won't go anywhere until Xbox dies.
Oh yeah, I guess if Xbox
Which
dies,
is
then sure.
This is the
Uh,
last,
is
what
not
you call
happening
it. This is
anytime
like
soon.
its last hurrah. This is like they're like, when when you drown, the last bit of kick that your body does, that's what's happening right now. Um
descriptive.
so it'll be there 10 years. 10 years. And then once, the last of the Xbox gamers, aren't worth it anymore, then Halo goes down with the ship. Uh
I disagree, but
Can
that's cool.
can I say what I think they're gonna announce is probably Unreal Engine on Halo Infinite because they're apparently they're redoing the whole game multiplayer wise
Are
on a
they?
different engine
I just
apparently
don't
because
see Microsoft leaving gaming.
I didn't say they were leaving gaming.
no
They're gonna
no
leave. They're gonna leave
Xbox.
things that aren't big. Halo isn't big.
You're
What?
Halo isn't big. It's basically a game of dinosaurs. Like
I
only
I I heavily disagree. And
people living in
the only
the
reason
glory days of being a kid who played Halo play Halo.
I heavily disagree, because when Halo Infinite was coming out, it shot itself in the foot. It was popular. It was very popular.
Yeah, it was
It shot
popping.
itself in the foot and then died.
it was
So like, to
it
say
was
that it has no cachet is, I just don't
I did
buy that.
when I say popular,
That's
I
now
mean
that is diabolical.
hugely, wildly popular. Halo is a game franchise was super beloved by people that played Xbox. The rest of the world's like, okay, whatever. And
Like
that's
it's
why I
not
say
Fortnite.
Halo doesn't have
Like
a
come on.
future
Yeah, it's not
post
Fortnite,
Xbox.
but it was the Mario of Xbox. It
Yeah, but
was that. And
it
it
can be the
still
Mario of
could be
Xbox.
that.
But Xbox is a dying ship.
Easily.
That's the problem. What I'm saying is
It's
Halo 10 years.
dying. It's not
I
dead.
agree with that. I agree with
It
10
is
years
just like
Halo's
the
dying.
Wii was a dying ship, right? And
No,
then
the brand Xbox is a dying ship. You're not getting new people jumping to Xbox. It's not happening.
I disagree with that, but that's fine. I mean, to me, it all depends on how you carry said business, because because with PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, each of them had horrible stretches at a point. Horrible stretches where it looked like, oh no,
PlayStation is
maybe.
starting a new one now.
And so
I
it's
gotta
just
step away
like,
for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
so in my opinion, like I'm saying, nothing's impossible of the world of in the world, especially when it comes to giving people value and stuff like that. So do I think just because they're having a bad run, they had a, like, last generation was horrible, this generation was pretty rough for sure. But as for like saying, hey, no, There is no absolute way or anything like that. Like I cannot buy that in this world. I've seen too much weird shit happen in this world where it's just like, where did these people come from? Or like even in like TVs and stuff like that, you'll see this little company come out of nowhere, and then 5 years later, they're one of the best selling companies. It doesn't mean they're the best company. They're just one of the best selling companies. Like nobody heard of like Hisense or TCL a few years back. They're just company. They were just companies then, but now they're the 2 and 3rd best selling TV, and it just came with it came with just giving the consumer what they wanted at the end of the day. That's all
Microsoft
that
has never
mattered.
been great with consumer products. They've never been that great with consumer products. They've never. Their bread and butter is definitely industry side. And that is something you always have to remember,
She's
because
right.
once Xbox reaches below an acceptable threshold, they are going to cut it. And that's what people are understanding. Your dollars are meaningless. They get contracts that are collectively, less than that are less that you make less than 1% of, that you as consumers make less than 1% of. I'm
She's
not saying they're
definitely
going
right.
away immediately. I will agree that they have one more generation. It'll probably reach about half the height of what they have now, and then they'll be like, well, time to pull, time to cut the time to take it off life support, because right now
Because
they are
just
on
the
life
way that you're
support.
sounding reminds me of like when Xbox first came out, and then the 360 came out, and people are like, well, people are just not going to go over there. No one's going to do that. Like what's the point of even competing? And then all of a sudden they had something that was interesting, and then all of a sudden nobody was saying Xbox was bad anymore.
That's a
But
different
for
time.
the prior, it doesn't matter if it's a different time. We're still on the same fucking earth. We're still selling to the same people.
That's the problem.
No, that's you're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm saying we're still selling to the same type of people out there that are buying these PS5s, that are buying these Switches, that are buying PC parts and stuff like that, right? So to say that, oh, people are too good for a good deal is just not true. If Spirit Airline came back today, they'd get bookings.
They would get people. Yeah.
Regardless of
People
their,
are already nostalgic
regardless
for it.
of having 1 stars or 5 stars, people are gonna see a reason and get into it.
Well, a
Right
lot of people
now,
would.
if they're offering really good rates and people aren't fighting on the planes or waiting in line for their plane and stuff like that, and you start to see people getting free drinks or a free meal for their flight, and it's similar to the same price as Southwest. I don't give a fuck about what they did 10 years ago. I'm flying Spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Like if they're giving a
Well, yeah.
better deal, the better deal is just it is what it is at the end of the day. And that's the way that people looked at that's the way people looked at the 360 from the original Xbox. That's the way that people looked at the Wii to the Switch. I mean, that's the way that people looked at from the PS3 to the PS4. It just depends on value at the end of the day. People are looking at the Steam machine crazy because it is. If that motherfucker was $300, $400, $500 or something like that, people would be like,
Man,
oh my God,
let's
they're
go.
giving us a deal. They're giving us a deal while everybody else is raising the price, but they're not subsidizing shit over there. So people are just seeing what it is raw, and they're just like, no, I'm not rocking with that.
You don't need an
But
Xbox
she's
to
still
play
right in
Xbox games.
saying that they've
You don't.
never actually done it, Ham. You understand what I'm saying? It's like saying, oh, Joel Embiid, if he stayed fit the whole season, could probably win the MVP for 5 years in a row. But it's like, yeah, he's never done it though. He's probably never going to do it.
They've just had a string of failures. Microsoft has a string of consumer failures. That is, and that is okay.
No,
I'm
that's true.
surprised that they've stayed in the game as long as they have. Um, I will argue with anyone who says they don't have a future in gaming. I just don't think they have a future as anything other than where they currently as less than they do now. And I honestly think PlayStation is in a way worse position because hardware is going. Hardware is not going to be enough to cut it eventually. The PS5 is already behind the PS4. It's not going to make up those numbers unless they keep it on the market way extra long.
That's true.
We're not getting more console players. And for this model to work, you need more of them.
I would slightly disagree with that. I think you don't need more console players. You need PlayStation's console players. I
You
think,
need more console players if games cost as much as they cost to make.
but the solution that they found is you need to charge people more money. That's the solution they found.
It's the solution everyone's found.
I
Yeah.
think I think the solution really is just making things as transferable or as seamless as they made it look to be. Because they acted like all of this stuff from Xbox to phone to PC was seamless when it ain't. It ain't seamless like they brag that it is. If
I
it
don't know
was
why they got rid of the Game Pass app.
if it was actually seamless, I think you'd have a lot more people on board. A lot more people that are like, hey, I can actually continue where I was from the last thing without all these, hoops or like making sure that I have, or this is, this is play anywhere, but this one over here isn't, and I need the Ubisoft launcher for this. And it's just like it's just too spread out and all over the place. And then you're trying to tell me that these cities connect. And I'm just like, but where the fuck is the highway to that city? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just to me, it's just
It's all a bit
too
much.
spread out without having enough synergy. So I'd like them to make sure that because their whole plan is to have like 1 billion monthly active users instead of yearly instead of 1 billion yearly users or whatever they said that they got.
Mm.
So if you want that kind of people to be able to hop on and be able to play, you got to make things more accessible. And you can't have all these different layouts for different spots. And I understand they're trying to make, the PC like the Xbox, but it's just to me, it's just too far away from each other right now for me to really be like, yeah, I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing on both things. And then on top of it, it doesn't seem like they have anything going on with the phone right now, to be honest. So
Man,
like,
dude, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off about the
Timothy,
Lumia.
what you said is accurate because
Pissing
they
me
used
off
to
right now.
have an app for the phone, and the app was so much better than the thing that they have now. The thing that they have now is like I don't even know what it is, but I actually stopped using my phone because when they replaced that app, it was just garbage, and now it's like a fake app that's actually like a link.
Oh, to like the website to
Yes, to the website,
Yeah.
to like the web version, and it's like, why'd you get rid of the dedicated app for cloud gaming?
Yeah.
It was a much smoother experience, and now the link is not you. So, and I see a lot of the times them doing things like that, and it's like, but why?
shout out to Big Mad Mo earlier. He said 14 fucking layers, not people, 14 fucking layers. And like,
Yeah.
and I'm in kind of what we're talking about right now. I'm hoping that sentiment that he just had right there, because you think 14 layers. Could I imagine telling 14 different parents to relay a message to my daughter and trust that it gets there correctly?
Yep.
Like, keep in mind, these are responsible parents, but you're telling me to give 14 other people info, or you're saying this info is going to go down the line of 14 different people, right? Before it gets to being, shipped or approved or something like that. To me, that is insane. like that's like over the top government type shit. like what are
Yeah.
you guys doing in there where you need 14 people to agree on something? 14 different layers of people of seniority. Like, to me, that sounds like nothing's getting done
You're right.
because it's just constant. Like, oh man, I couldn't reach him on Tuesday. I'll try Wednesday, and then by Saturday you get to, like, come on now. Like I had a hard enough time just getting people to come on to behind them sticks. One person. And we're talking about 14? Like that doesn't sound even remotely helpful at all. If you're trying to get something to pass, what the fuck are y'all doing, a vote? Like what are y'all doing in there with 14 layers? Like that just sounds stupid to me. I'm sorry, but I just had to bring up what Mad Mo said, mixed with what we were just talking about, because we want
It's a good point.
stability, right? We want stability, but
Mhm.
there ain't no stability when you got this many chefs, right? Trying to tell you how to make some risotto. You got 13 other chefs telling you, did you put it in the right amount of salt? I don't know, but maybe throw a little pepper in there, and then all of a sudden it tastes like ass because you had way too many people telling you what to do. So yeah, I don't know. I
Or
hope.
even like following your analogy, Ham, even if it's not people telling you what to do, by the sixth time of someone asking you if you put salt in it, right? Forget the 14th time. By the sixth time, you're already like freaking like upset. You're mad, right?
Right,
And
because you know the
imagine if
process, and
this
the process is
happens.
going to be terrible.
And imagine if this happens at every single step of like submission of the project. It's
Could you
insanely
imagine going to
infuriating. It makes
McDonald's
it,
and going through 14 windows?
dude. And that's for a meal, not for your job. Like I can,
You know,
dude. It makes sense. It makes sense that some studios were at Xbox for 7 years and they made one game. It makes sense now, or they made zero games. It makes complete sense. Let's move on to the next section of this barn burner of a podcast. Bethesda boss Bethesda boss tells staff it will restructure around our strongest franchises after cuts. She's in an email to staff.
can I say something
Graf
real quick?
said, "All right, go ahead."
Why didn't we start this way? Not talking about our podcast. I'm talking about Bethesda.
Yeah.
Because this
I
was a
got you.
problem that was already known.
Because it's just
Mhm.
like all people cared about when the announcement came was the history and what we could possibly take advantage of with said history of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, of just the history of BGS Studios in a whole. And we've got nothing. We got Starfield, which is a good game in itself, but with all the people and workers and stuff that you guys had
How
going
do
on
you
at
not
that
have another
studio,
Fallout?
it just seems weird that we haven't got one piece of Wolfenstein. We haven't got one piece of any Elder Scrolls or anything. We just got remakes after remakes after
They
remakes.
didn't have any
Um,
Fallout ready for the show.
yeah,
Dude,
no,
no
no, no
Fallout.
Fallout ready
which
for
is
the show. The show
insane.
is banging, but the
God
game
damn.
is 76.
There
You know what
go.
I mean? And it's just the thing that everybody loved about Bethesda has yet to do anything that is Bethesda with Microsoft. Other than, and you can say, oh, Starfield, yeah, that was a passion project by Todd. They got to get that out. Sure. But that's a new IP. And it's gonna take some time for people to adjust to a new IP. But as for what got you here is what people really want. In 76, although you spent all this time fixing it, let's keep it real. Like, it's still kind of a flyover game for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's just there's a lot to 76 and it's pretty cool, right? But at the same time,
It's not cool enough.
it's not
cool enough.
traditional at all in the sense of like what like 76, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 felt like at all.
You're missing the point, Ham. I think you're missing the point. It's not about it being traditional. It's not cool enough. If it was doing Genshin Impact numbers, this wouldn't be happening to Bethesda. This wouldn't be happening. Like
Yep.
you had it right at the beginning of what you said, which is the numbers the numbers do not lie. The numbers do not lie, and we don't have enough people playing and buying 76. That's just the fact of it, whether it's traditional or not. Hope I didn't cut off your train of thought.
No,
there, Ham.
no, not at all. I mean, like I said, it's just that since we've got Bethesda at Xbox, it seems like they just went rogue on like everything that we're used to from them. They just kind of went rogue
because they didn't have the pressure anymore.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Quad,
like I said, the whole strongest, we're restructuring around our strongest franchises. I go back to what Loke said at the beginning of today's show. Why wouldn't you? Why would you even leave that area?
Thank you.
That area got you record numbers.
Imagine Steph stops taking threes.
Yeah. He's just a foul merchant now.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And Giannis starts taking threes only.
But I just feel like it's weird because they're kind of half stepping with the stuff that they know would win, and full stepping with things that they're not sure will take. And I feel like that's backwards. You need to full step with the things that you know is going to win, and half step with the things that you're wanting to implement, but not sure how people would, come around to it or whatnot. Spending all your budget on like no disrespect to Starfield, because I love that game. I beat the hell out of it. I just got frustrated when I got to PC with it because of the whole smart delivery thing just wasn't working for me for whatever reason.
Is it still busted on PC?
I haven't downloaded it since the update and stuff like that. I just like I said, I just kind of gave up on it.
I had a problem where I got a corrupt save after playing it on the cloud for a bit and then trying to play it back on my PC.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I don't know. Like I
and
know.
I didn't think about that, but I was like, I tried it twice and it happened again and again, and so.
I know what the issue is for me. I just can't. It just won't recognize it and fix it. It's really frustrating. But like I said, Starfield was a fun game. It was pretty good and whatnot. But if I were to say, hey, we're gonna like if Bethesda came up and said, hey, we're actually gonna put out Fallout 5 and then put out Starfield. Yes. That would have been a smarter idea in my opinion, especially. But I understand that they got purchased while already in development for Starfield, so that's something you got to keep in mind. But and Xbox had a lot of weird, different plans on what they wanted to do with studios after acquiring them. But I mean, I'm just being Captain Hindsight right now at this point. Like I really wish that. Like any of these studios, the only studio that really continued to do what they were doing was id,
which is why it's so frustrating to see them cast aside. Because not only did they continue to do what they did, but they got better at what they did. and their games were super or well
They got better,
optimized.
but their
Like,
numbers didn't.
Yeah, they just
yeah,
weren't
yeah,
popular
yeah,
enough.
yeah,
And that's
and
the
that's the fact
reason,
of the ground.
because if you go to Steam and look at, I mean, like I said, the Xbox doesn't show the numbers, but Steam does. And if you go and look at Doom in Steam at its highest concurrent, not too hot.
It's not great.
Not
Yeah,
it's like
and those numbers are
37,000 or
real,
something like that.
and those numbers are real. Those numbers are real. I know it's a single player
And
game,
and, and,
but
and a
those
lot of
numbers are
people will
real.
come to the side and say, "Oh, but Doom's single player." Well, so was Expedition 33. And that was on
No,
Game Pass on Xbox. That still broke 6 figures.
and when you go to Steam, the numbers are crazy. Like most of the games that are actually awesome, and they launch day one on Steam, the numbers reflect.
And it's
So
not to say Doom isn't
I,
awesome, it's just not popular like it was.
it's
And
not awesome enough.
and
Truth of
It's
it.
the reality is flavors of favored games change. And even if you can make the best type of game ever, but if it's a certain type of game that's just not popular, it's not going to be popular.
I don't know about that because
No,
before
it's true.
Expedition 33 came out, all I ever heard from hardcore gamers was don't nobody want to play what's it, turn-based. That's for weebs in Japan. That's why the games sell like 2 million, and then Japanese people like celebrate because the dev costs are so low. And then Expedition 33 came out, and it's like, oh my
And there
god,
no, there
suddenly
were
everyone
occasional
loves
sellers.
turn-based.
Persona has sold, but they aren't very popular, mostly. Like, people will play that one game, and
Yeah,
half of it was the presentation, not the actual gameplay.
100%. But the result still stands too. I'm just bringing up an example to your point
You
about
can
like
bring up one
it
example,
depends
but
what
there's
type of game.
millions of failures.
Maybe we could do
You
the
know what?
same
That's
thing with
fair. That's
we could
fair.
do the same
That's
thing
fair.
with Doom. Like Doom Eternal, of the three, it's not my favorite one that they've made, but of the three they've recently made, it's by far the most popular. It's by like people you get online, talk about Doom, people point out Doom Eternal
yeah, and that
as the
one's actually
one.
my least
Not
favorite of the
2016.
3
Same.
of the 3
I, and,
most
and
recent Dooms.
same. And I to be clear, I love Doom Eternal, but like of the three, it's definitely not. It's definitely my
The
least
best one.
favorite of the three. So like
I
there
I like I
like
really thought Doom 3 was pretty, or Doom 2016 was great.
Now,
2016 is a fucking
I
masterpiece.
think the fact
I
that
had
it
a
came
really good
out
time with that.
first, I think the fact that 2016 kind of hit us the first time, that's why it's like the best one for most people.
Well for me it's because when Doom 2016 came out, I wasn't into it. Like I wasn't hyped for it. I didn't buy it at launch. I wasn't excited or nothing. Like I happened to see it. It was like a GameStop. Like I was like used, and it had been out for a while because it was used, and it was like $10. And I was
Mhm.
like, "I'm gonna try this out." And I played it initially. And I was like, "I don't like this," and I took it back because it was used. You could do that. And
Yeah.
then maybe like a year or two later, I just saw it again, another used copy at a GameStop, and I was like, okay, like whatever. This one's even cheaper now, so fuck it.
The
If
guy
I
kept
don't like
buying.
it,
He kept buying the game.
if I
Jeez.
don't like it, then I'm not taking it back this time. I just have a copy of this, and it is what it is.
Madness.
And
And
that says
I
something
play
about popularity, guys. That says something about popularity. Matt, I think one of the things that made you buy this game twice was also the fact that everyone kept saying, dude, this thing is
no.
awesome.
I promise you, it's not that. What it
Yeah,
is
that's
No?
not the reason I
it's
bought the Bruce Lee game on Xbox 4
I
times.
I
It's not.
I promise
What?
you that I it was for Doom 2016 specifically, it was the
Yeah.
cover. It was the cover
The
art.
c Really?
I'm like,
I'm judging you
"Look,
even harder.
I don't care." I'm telling you, it was the cover art, and it was the fact that like I feel like I should like this. Like I'm looking
Mm,
because I grabbed the case and I look at the back of it. I'm like, okay, so I got this before. Why the hell didn't I like this? Like this looks like
mm.
something I should 100% love. And I'm like, okay, it's cheaper this time. Fuck it, I'll just buy it. And
Let's
I
try
played it,
again.
and dude, it was the same shit, different game, and I know all of your opinions on this, so I apologize for bringing it up. But it's the same way I felt about Witcher. I played it the first time, I was like, this game is
Oh
shit.
my god.
And then I played it the second time, and I'm like, okay, I understand it. That's how I felt with Doom. I was like, this game is not that good. And then I played it the second time, I'm like, this shit is a fucking masterpiece.
The
For
Witcher
the
is my
people
most
that have
owned, never
watched,
played more than 5 minutes of game.
yeah, for the
Dude,
people that
it's
have watched TSWS before, we're not gonna rehash
I
Witcher.
know,
We're
I know,
not gonna
I
do
know.
that.
Dude, I was looking at my because unfortunately I own Witcher on Switch because when it came out I was like it'd be cool to play Witcher on Switch and I played it on Switch. I was like this is
It
fucking
was
ass.
bad.
But like
But
I was like
why?
looking
Bad
I was
choice.
looking at like it was a miracle that they got it running on there, but why? Why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that. But
Bullshit.
but like I was looking at my games on Switch and like they'll tell you like how much time you have played on it. Dude, they were trying to tell me I have 190 hours on Switch on Witcher. And I fucking guarantee you that's not true.
I tell
Yes, you
you,
I played
do.
that.
that's
Yes,
like
you
I played
do.
that.
aliasing the
Stop
game.
it. It's safe.
Dude,
It's safe
it
here,
looks
man.
like
It's
you're playing
Yes, you
aliasing
mud.
do.
the game.
It looks like you're playing actual mud. Um, but
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
If you
Hell of
sip
a
some
20.
description.
mud, you might understand it.
It might look a lot better too. Way more
Yeah.
colorful. But all that to say that 2016 is great. Eternal's great. It's my least favorite. And Dark Ages is at this point, we'll see how the DLC goes. But like I think Dark Ages is like a really good blend of Eternal and 2016. And it might be my favorite. It definitely has the best, most interesting story. And I know Doom's story is not whatever, but like it definitely has the most interesting story of all three of
I'm looking
those.
forward to playing it eventually.
It's
After
so fucking good.
after a sip of mud, I realized my eyes were made out of QD OLED and fucking I was playing at
Goodness
120
me.
hertz.
I said,
Goodness
"Wow,
me.
this game looks really good." And why do my legs feel like Jello?
Big Mad Mo said something interesting in the comment section. He said, "You know what else pissed me off? It's the Double Fine purple haired chick that said about tell them whatever and see if they'll approve it. Yeah, that
The
yeah, you got to go.
the
Listen,
thing about Double Fine is Double Fine
when I
was
heard that,
never.
I was also like, dude, what the fuck? You don't
When they
say that.
came out
You
with
don't say it
Keeper,
out
I was
loud.
about to throw
But
Double Fine out the window.
Dude,
the crazy
forget
part about
Keeper.
it
No,
is
Keeper's fine. Matt
Nope.
Ham,
I'm
Keeper's
sorry.
fine.
Fuck that
Kiln,
game.
the cup game that you have to make the cup and then make the
yeah, it's
cups
fun.
fight each other. No, it's
No.
not.
Yes, it
No.
is. It's
No.
No,
fun.
it isn't.
It's
No.
fun.
No, it isn't.
It's fun.
No, it isn't.
You know what?
Yes,
That's
it
You
why
know what? It
nobody
might
played
be
it.
fun, Cozy, but I
People
tell
play
you,
it.
it's so far from what I'd want to play.
But here's the thing: most of you guys would not want to play Double Fine games.
That's not true.
That's the
I
thing
had
to
a
know.
blast with
Most of
Psychonauts.
what else have you
I
played of Double Fine?
I can't remember
Secret.
off the top of my head.
Exactly.
What
Most.
else
That's
do
what
they
I'm
have?
saying.
Right.
What else
That's
do
what
they
I'm
got?
saying. Double Fine's pedigree is not for gamers like you.
Okay,
not-
but
it's not for
I
me.
love Psychonauts, so I guess they just
One
they
out of
fucked up on
their
that
many.
one, right? Because I liked
One-
that game. They fucked
One
that
out
one
of
up.
many. One out of
Yeah,
many.
yeah, they fucked that one up. We agree, Cozy. They
You
fucked
like
up
a Double
Psychonauts
Fine
1
game.
and 2. They ruined it, and that's why I liked it.
No, what I'm saying is you don't like most Double Fine games, and that's
Well,
okay.
what I asked you 3 times, what other Double Fine games are there
Let's see.
besides Keeper and Kiln?
Kiln.
Broken
They have like a
Age.
bunch of. Yeah, don't they have like a bunch of super?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're
They
indie
make-
studio, but they like
they
a
make,
bunch
like,
of
I'm
super
asking you
weird
to I'm
games.
asking you to tell me what they are, but you're looking it up.
Age. Broken Age.
The fuck is that?
Broken Age. Yeah. See,
It's
that's
a
what
game
I'm
you
saying.
haven't heard of.
That's
It's
what
a
I'm
game you haven't
saying.
heard.
That is exactly
Just
what I'm
because I
saying.
haven't heard of doesn't mean it's not for me.
It's a
I'm just saying
point-and-click
I never
adventure.
heard of this game.
It's a point-and-click adventure.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely not for me.
See, I
So
told you.
essentially, like
It's not for me
essentially,
either.
listen, essentially, Xbox drafted the wrong players. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Double
they got
Fine
Ben
does not make
Simmons.
the kind of games.
They went and got Greg Oden. They went
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Double
They
Fine
went and
makes
got
great
Paul
games,
George.
but they're not the kind of Costume
Oh,
Quest.
listen.
They make
Playoff
Costume
P,
Quest.
no, Ham. I'm not gonna let you do this. Playoff P when he was at the Pacers was pretty
You
fucking
tell
good.
me
right?
the last time playoff P lived up to that name.
You're saying Paul George was what you just said there was Paul George before he fucking actually snapped his leg in half was really good.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he was. He was very good, and then he
No,
snapped his fucking leg in
Double
half.
Fine was never going to be. So
You know
Ray,
who else was really good? Derrick Rose.
was it Ray T
Oof,
earlier who said Double Fine came out like a
oof.
bandit? And I agree, because Double Fine was never
Yeah,
going to be that studio. The kind of
Yeah,
games they make are not like the mainstream type of games. They make like Day of the Tentacle is
they're
like,
not good games, you
and
know?
Grim
They're not games that
Fandango.
most
What?
people like. They're the
they're
type of
good
games that like
for the
They're
people
Cozy,
good
that
for
would
the
play them.
people.
Cozy,
Yeah, Brutal Legend
That's
was
me.
dope
himself,
too.
12 other
That game
people,
was just
like,
fucked.
what I mean?
Like Brutal Legend was dope, but that game was just fucked up.
Yeah, like so,
Yeah,
like it was like this was great for them because they got some stability, they got equipment, they came out like a bandit,
equipment,
and then they get to go.
yeah,
Like
salary.
I always said, Double Fine would be fine because Double Fine is one of those studios that just
Double Fine will be fine. I love it. I
no,
love
and
it.
I mean they've been around for a long time. They're not a new studio. They've been around for a
Mhm.
long
All right,
time.
let's move on. Let's move on because we're running out of time. Oh my God, we're over 2 hours. All right.
Like that doesn't
Obsidian
happen
cancels
normally.
Avowed 2 to focus on new Fallout. Guys, be as brief as you can. We'll start with Cozy. Cozy,
Yes,
how
Why do we
like
need to be brief?
how does anyone see Avowed and go like, you know what? Let's do Avowed 2 instead of Fallout.
because honestly,
Sipping that mud.
honestly,
Oh, we're gonna make that
I
a meme,
think
Ham.
I think
Sipping mud.
I think the problem is people look at Fallout New Vegas and are like, they're going to give us something as great as that. And that's copium. I didn't even like Fallout New Vegas that much because I think it was a step back
It's not
gameplay
that great.
wise. I didn't actually want to vow to because I'm like I err on the side of I want more pillars. But the best thing
Pillars of
about their new
Eternity, for anyone that doesn't know.
the best thing that I could imagine about another Fallout, you know, them doing another Fallout would be probably, can they get the gameplay as good as Avowed?
Yep, that's how I'm feeling. Because Avowed had
And
really amazing gameplay.
Avowed had some of the best gameplay. I actually would have loved to see them do something else with that gameplay because I actually thought
Yeah, we can agree. We can agree
Outer
on that.
Worlds,
Yeah.
as much as I enjoyed how much more open the gameplay was, I thought the actual gun combat was not quite as fun as like the combo combats you could do, like gun
Yeah.
in one hand, magic in the other,
Yeah.
crazy combos
Yeah.
in Avowed.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's fair.
Avowed. I liked everything about Avowed except the story, and the story
Ooh,
was just. It was probably one of I'm sorry, but it is one of the worst stories I played this
The
generation.
story
we can
worked
agree. We can
from
agree.
but
It was terrible.
the story worked only if
Nope,
you're
not for
familiar with
me.
a lot more narrative CRPG kind of games.
I wanted to choke whoever made Sopadol.
What? You
Whoever
didn't like a
made
baby god?
I hate I can't even put enough emphasis on it. Like
This man's camera's off, but you can tell.
I hated Sopadol. Like the
Jeez.
whole laying on a rock and listening to you just blabber on about stuff that I could be doing stuff while you're talking about this same garbage. Like I would totally because Avowed, the way that they came out with the game and was talking about the lore in the game and how you can go back and read what you missed and all that stuff. I was like, dude, this is cool. So when the game came out, I played it and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get into this story. And
Fuzzy, you're
and
crazy.
and
You're
and
freaking
S-
crazy, Fuzzy.
and Sopadol was the one person that made me give up on the story. The one person, because I liked all the characters except the god, and the game was about the god.
The game wasn't about the god; it was about the gods.
Okay, plural,
like,
whatever.
so have you played in the
understood
other
what I
Pillars
was saying.
games?
You understood what I was saying, though.
Yeah. Have you played in the other Pillars games?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's the issue. I honestly
No, Cozy, that's not how it works. I didn't play GTA San Andreas and then come out thinking, man, I don't understand this because I didn't play GTA 3.
And there's references to 3 in San Andreas. There's lots of references and characters to GTA.
Literally, the character in 3 is in San Andreas.
Yeah, go ahead, Cozy.
No, so it's something. I honestly, the one thing about Avowed is a lot of the things about it are lean. Like, you probably wouldn't enjoy Pillars of Eternity or any of the games in the franchise.
I don't know how you telling me that I won't enjoy these other things has anything to do with what I'm ever talking about.
No, that's what I'm saying is, like, you probably just wouldn't enjoy it because it's a story about, a pantheon.
It's a shit story, Cozy. It is presented in a shit way.
Like, I didn't understand any of the personas getting into Persona 5, but somehow I ended up at the end. I rolled credits to that game and I rolled credit to that game and I had no idea about any of the Shin Megami Tenseis or any of that stuff. So to me, it was just Avowed was just bad. Like, when it came to story, it was just like the game was fun. I beat the game. I beat the hell out of the game. I had a really good time, and I've told Matt that up and down. But I've also told him a ridiculous amount of time that I cannot stand Sopadol or the main piece of that story. I liked all the characters and helping them out. It's wild. You rarely ever get this when you enjoy the side missions more than the main missions. Like, and that's what it felt like to me. I enjoyed all the things that the side people wanted me to do for them. But anytime Sopadol came on saying all this mumbo jumbo in this Bible-esque type of language where it's supposed to mean this, that, and the fucking third, like, and I'm supposed to sit there and listen to it like I'm in church. Like, fuck that. Like that, like that game, story-wise, was it was the worst story I played this generation while still wanting to beat the game. Like, I wanted to beat the game, and I'm happy I did beat the game. And the characters in the game were cool, but the main person that was stuck in your head, I mean, bro, is there a way to get this bitch out of my head? That's the way I was thinking, like, most of the game. Like, how do I get this piece of crap out of my head? I'm more than happy to help this entire country, but get this guy out of my head.
Fuzzy has a solution for you. Fuzzy says, I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos about Pillars of Eternity before I played
I don't think that would work.
That probably made it a lot better for me. So
it probably did.
Go and watch like 6 hours of lore, and then you're gonna enjoy Avowed.
You know what game I won't have to do that in? Gears.
Well,
there's a ton of lore in Gears. I don't gotta read any of that shit to have a good time or enjoy the story.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You don't have to have played all the other Assassin's Creed games before. Listen, any story,
I can't wait.
In my opinion, that you categorically have to go back to the previous story to have fun with this current story. That's not a good story.
I mean, that's
for instance,
like
Star Wars. Star Wars is a movie that didn't even start where it start at the beginning.
What I'm saying is it's the type of story. Avowed is very traditional. It's like plays like a modern action game, but the way the story is told is in a very traditional CRPG manner. I don't think you guys are probably the audience for that type of game.
I heard is this is a special type of ass that's just not good.
Like it'd be like asking,
Some people
there's
like
certain
ass,
genres
Sam.
that people don't
Be
enjoy,
specific about what,
and
like,
there
I
are
said
which
that's
certain
which
not
type of
great.
conventions.
special ass.
Yeah, there are
Okay,
certain
okay.
conventions, certain story, certain
It's
types of
like the
genres
flat
of
one
games
that doesn't
employ.
squat. That's the type of ass. Um, all right. Let's get back to
Oh
it.
no.
Oh shit, Cozy was talking about Avowed. Matt, Obsidian
What's up?
cancels Avowed 2 to focus on Fallout. Try and make this short. Cozy then added
I make it
another
short.
30 minutes to the show. Try
I
and make it short.
mean, I think here's the thing. It's cool they're
Yeah.
doing Fallout. I'm happy. Finally get a new Fallout game. Hopefully sometime soon.
Finally.
It would have been cool to see like I guess like probably because Avowed didn't have the success that obviously they were hoping for. So I get not following up with a sequel or canceling the sequel in favor of Fallout. But I really hope they do something with the gameplay system in that game. They can't just scrap that, in my opinion, because it was probably, especially for a first person RPG, probably the best gameplay I've for a first person RPG I've played this generation. So they have to do something with that. Hopefully good chunks of that go into this Fallout game.
And
Other
into Skyrim, the next Skyrim game.
and well, are they doing the next Skyrim? Because there's another thing I was oh man, I forgot where I saw what like who made the article, or maybe it was just a post on Twitter or something. Um, but it was from like one of the more official sources, wherever it was, and they were saying that so Josh Sawyer at Obsidian has been working on a game in a similar vein of Fallout, that apparently them canceling Avowed 2, they're
Mhm.
going to just take his game and make it Fallout. So all the
Who
work
is
that he's
Josh
done on that
Sawyer?
game, yeah, all the work that he's done on that, it's the same game he was making. It's just now it's Fallout.
Who is Josh
So
Sawyer? I don't know who
Josh Sawyer
Josh
is the
Sawyer is.
dude, like the dude everybody loves because he was the head of he headed up Pentiment, but he also headed up Fallout New Vegas.
Okay.
He's like one of the most
Fallout New Vegas, yes. Pentiment, no. But okay, carry on.
but like he's the dude he's the dude everybody loves at Obsidian, like him, Tim Kaine, and
From what
Fergus
it sounded
Aircraft.
like, Pentiment had a good story, from what a lot of people say.
Yeah,
Pentiment
that's what
And
it,
if they have a good
Pentiment by the
story and can
Peabody.
mix it and can
yeah.
mix it
I
and can
hated
mix
that
it with
game.
some good gameplay, like that's what I'm asking for. My problem with Avowed was was it had great gameplay, but the story I just couldn't wrap my head around. So like if this guy can make the new Fallout be fun to play, but also have an interesting story, then I think that's a way bigger win than
That's
finally
facts.
having a good story on Avowed, because Avowed already Avowed
But
has like mediocre cachet to where Fallout has like everybody knows and loves. Right? So
yeah,
like
Mm.
if they
but
make a pretty good Fallout, I think it would do better than a than a good or even really good Avowed. Per-
but
Personally,
I
that's
think
what I think.
but I think what's gonna happen. So what they're doing, like how I mentioned, what they were saying that
I'm
what this
agreeing
person
with
was saying they're doing
I'm agreeing with you a lot, Ham. Yes.
with Fallout is they're taking his game, repurposing it as Fallout. What I think probably could happen, or at least I hope happens, take the bones of Avowed 2,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever you have around that, forget it, whatever. But take the bones of Avowed 2 and what you did with Avowed 1, and once you're done with Fallout, do Elder Scrolls with the Avowed combat system. I think like if that's what they're doing with Fallout, like if that's an actual like true report, I think the smarter thing to do, instead of like just wiping everything of Avowed 2, would be to put it on the back burner and then build Elder Scrolls 2 around that combat system. Would be fucking really good.
Yeah, that'll be fire. That'll be fire. Ham, your thoughts on Obsidian canceling Avowed 2,
Oh,
which was well well into development, and they were going to make an announcement next year.
Well, I'm
Um,
I'm personally happy about it just because, like, with Avowed, like I said, I like the gameplay and everything like that, and I agree heavily with what Matt just got done talking about. How like putting that type of gameplay in the other games would be cool because the gameplay of that game was really good. Obviously, maybe some different effects would be better. Because I felt like some of the effects in Avowed was kind of meh. But like as
that's
for
purple also.
as for like cutting into somebody or um just like the things that you would you like you'd almost see somebody fly away like a like a booger being flicked, right? Instead of like crashing on them and like just so, something wild, right? That you would expect in a Fallout game. So like I'm hoping that they still keep it to where Fallout is, gruesome and stuff like that. But
Oh,
I
absolutely.
initially thought when they came out with the first Avowed, that it was going to be a darker game, and it wasn't. It wasn't as
Yeah.
dark as I anticipated the game to be, and I'm talking
Well,
about in in
trailer.
like temperature, or like like just how you feel when because when we first seen that Avowed trailer and they were shooting the arrows, I felt like this game was going to be like demonic kind of, right? Like
Mm,
this is gonna be like some fucked up shit. And it ended up
yeah.
being like, "How you doing, buddy? I'm me and I lost my buddy. Me and him were lovers. Can you help me
Oh,
link back?"
God.
And it's just like that's not that dark. Like, it's not that dark at all. This is sad. This isn't dark. This is sad.
De-
Uh,
definitely approved by HR.
um.
Definitely.
So when you're pitting Fallout a new Fallout versus another Avowed, I'm already liking the energy that I can think of when I think of Fallout. When I think of Avowed, I just think of I think of awesome gameplay, but I also think about a story that kind of just felt like it was dragging a little bit, and I don't feel like that would happen with Fallout.
The question is the game they're retailing in UE5?
That's a good question.
There's
Because
the
Because
that would
are they?
question.
change the whole tone of exactly a lot
Yeah,
of the game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very valid question. I'm guessing we're going to find out eventually.
I
Moving on.
think it's gonna be UE5, given
Moving
Obsidian's
Yeah.
on.
past
And
couple
it's
games
probably
on
going to
I'm
be
not
a
console.
mad
very
about
tight
UE5 as much as y'all are. Y'all complain
and then it's
about
probably
that
going to be a
every
very
week.
tight experience. Uh
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
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 it
it
will
does
lack
it
a lot of the
UE5.
huh?
Sorry,
interactivity.
go ahead,
It
Cozy.
won't
No,
be interactive.
yeah.
Yeah, which is a bummer, but like I could see it for Obsidian. I like also speaking of UE, just real quick, they're releasing Oblivion Remastered on the Switch too. And I thought that was so fucking funny because I love that game. That game's fucking busted everywhere. And it's been busted forever. So I just thought it was funny they were releasing on Switch too. I just want to say that.
Mm. All right, moving on. Halo Campaign Evolves boxed version will come with physical discs so that players can
Whoa!
have
Oof. Oof.
so that players can have
Whoa!
tangible items to add to your
To
collection.
touch.
Oof.
So I just
That's
want to
not
be
very
very
nice,
clear.
Xbox.
They said bet.
Um,
They
yeah,
just
so
they're
before
throwing out Uno reverse cards. Like Xbox is over here. Like I love Xbox, but they have a way of not making any goddamn sense. And like it being funny but also frustrating at the same damn time. Because it's just like, all right, you're making this for this,
Mhm.
but you didn't for Starfield. And you
There we
didn't for,
go.
several other
There
games
we
for
go.
Xbox. But you do it now after PlayStation announces that they're going to be cooking physical. Like I don't know, man. I feel like Xbox sometimes is like a special needs John Madden.
Yeah.
And like I like
Wow.
one moment you get a hell like you get a hell of a play, and like for the next quarter you're getting sacked repeatedly.
Mm.
And then the next quarter after that, you just played some great football, and then all of a sudden you're in overtime, and you're like, "How did we end up here?"
How did we fuck this up?
It is a choice. It is a choice. It is
It
a
is
choice. And the
definitely a
thing is,
choice.
you can't even say this was made in like this was a choice that wasn't
Just
already
happened.
made.
Yep.
This was a choice that was already made.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not only a choice that was already made, but a choice that was already made in a firm direction. In a
Mm.
firm direction. Like there is no there is no I had no idea this was coming.
This is
Especially
not a
from the
coincidence.
manufacturers, the publishers. They know this is
Yeah.
happening. This is if this felt like anything, it'd feel like a troll. This is a total troll.
I mean, it
Yeah,
feels like a
absolutely.
troll, but they already had to be doing this, but it's also like it so they're
But they
just
didn't have to.
they didn't. They've
No, they
already
didn't.
That's the
and
issue.
especially since, Xbox players are already digitally conditioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And like for the only way for them to complete this troll, in my opinion, I skimmed the article. There's nothing that mentions it, but the only way for them to complete this troll is if we find out the whole game is on the disc. Like you can install it offline and play that's the only way to complete the troll.
I don't think it's getting completed. But that would be
Oh well,
good. That'd be good.
yeah, that'd be fucking
But
awesome.
it is fun. Like PlayStation really did just kind of set themselves up to be trolled. I mean,
I mean, we
have
know
you
why
seen every
PlayStation's doing it, but
Oh yeah, because they want control.
this is
That
like
money.
like Ham said, this is like you watch a child that's way too old to eat a crayon. It's harmless.
What?
It doesn't do anything bad, but it's still kind of like
But
that was a choice.
you really should not be doing this.
Some 13-year-old eating crayons.
Yeah, like it's
I
not gonna
love this
hurt you, but
analogy.
that was a weird thing to do.
Oh man.
Gears of War Collector's Edition is also a disc. Oh no. But no,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be collector's edition. It should be the basic
Well, but see,
the
that's
No,
basic
not.
baked edition.
But see, that's not that big of a deal, right? Because that's only on Xbox, and Xbox is yet to come out, which we all assume they're probably going to say digital, right? But like,
Yeah.
Mm.
but they haven't came out and said that, hey, we're not supporting this anymore. So them saying that, hey, Gears is coming on disc isn't that big of a deal, especially seeing that you would kind of have to, choose either. I mean, if you're obviously not going to buy that if you have the Series S, right? You're going to buy it if you have the Series X. So,
Probably not,
so,
no.
so, so it's very targeted. But as for this Halo thing, it's like if PlayStation 5 users buy it physically, they won't be able to play it on the next console, and that's like certain.
what if
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
allow you to buy another disc reader to plug in, but it only plays your PS4 and PS5 games,
And
huh?
here's the
But
thing:
you
I
have to
think
The
buy a new one.
PlayStation would. I think PlayStation will do that if they honor their backwards compatibility. But as Loke
You'd
likes
hope
to
so.
say, past performance. So I just
Uh-huh.
wouldn't really anticipating them being like, "Hey, play your old stuff here. That'd be great. We care. We care about you playing your old stuff here." Like PlayStation has said multiple times, like, bruh, fuck the past. We're moving on to the future. And then it was the people that made them kind of come back. But the way that the news cycle is coming around, I mean, you can't really trust the news. The news is as honest as we are, right? We they don't really know they don't really know what's going on. They're just guessing, and half the time it feels like. And if you haven't seen the past month of the Bloodbath thing that we were talking about earlier, like the news doesn't know anything. They
If I was
say they do.
PlayStation, I would make a whole new uh player just for backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 6.
Of
$100.
course, Cozy. That
$100.
It's the
would be
obvious thing to
that would
do.
be very consumer friendly, Cozy. You're
That's the
absolutely
problem.
right. And that's
100%.
exactly why they won't do it, because they don't want you focusing on stuff that they can't immediately make a profit on. So the only way that you'll really play those old ass games, buy it again.
Okay,
Or
you're
get on this
right.
subscription
Either
service like
that or keep
Nintendo
your
and subscribe to be able to play these old ass games that
PS5.
you'll never be able to buy on our service again.
What if they sold it
Yep.
for $100?
It's still not good enough.
It's still, you still would
$100
make
is
way
nothing
more money.
compared to making somebody be on a subscription. It's nothing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, $100 and it only plays PS5 versions.
Still not enough.
That's even worse, Cozy. Like then you're taking away value of what the thing can actually do, and then also PlayStation then doesn't really benefit from even making it because they could just charge more on their subscription service and provide those same things, or not even have it on their subscription service and just sell it as a file, which they've yet to show that they're willing to do, because as of right now, all their super old backwards compatibility games like Ape Escape and all that stuff is tied and locked to PlayStation Plus Premium. It's shit.
So was there cloud gaming?
Cozy, just stop.
What?
I'm just
Cozy's the new
no,
pony.
Cozy's doing good.
Cozy's the new
What?
pony on
How am I the new
TSWS.
pony?
Because you're finding
Don't-
all
Out here
these
defending.
loopholes, and I just keep closing them, and
Yeah,
then you
out
find
here
another
defending.
goddamn. You're just like
I
a
am
fucking mole
never,
rat over here. You're just
honestly,
digging up shit.
I don't see myself getting a PlayStation, especially a non-physical PlayStation. I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah, hell no. All right,
It
moving
doesn't
on.
sound
Toys for
attractive, but
Bob.
we'll see. We'll see when the time comes and it's time for people to put their money where their mouth is.
Especially
We'll see.
since they were fudging numbers.
There's no people will not put money. No,
They
no,
won't.
people
They
will
never
buy
do.
the PS6.
No.
They will buy the PS6. Believe that. Moving on.
They got
Toys for
do
Bob.
something nuts.
Toys for Bob still wants to work on Banjo-Kazooie. Quote, we're huge fans, close quote. Guys, if Cozy says
Do it.
Halo's not that big, how small is Banjo-Kazooie? Because if Halo is not big, how tiny is Banjo-Kazooie?
It's extremely
Probably
tiny,
not
but
very
it's a
big.
kid's
Tiny.
game, and it's really
I'm not even gonna
warming when
pretend
it
to know.
comes to people's.
I think
people's past.
based on nostalgia alone, it could sell like 2 million.
2 million.
Maybe.
I think that's too
I've
much.
never played
Tops.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Tops.
I'm thinking 200,000.
That's not. It's somewhere 200,000.
Don't even. I'm gonna be honest, Matt. The games, like you when you go back and try and play them, they're kind of garbage.
And see,
They're
that's why I haven't
literally.
even.
They
I
had
haven't
really
even
good.
tried.
They had really good concepts, but the gameplay. If they took those same concepts and delivered it to a new game, I honestly think I would give that game a really good try, because the concepts for how you control the two characters and switch between the two of them and their different abilities and such was fun. It was great. But if you actually try to play it, it's like this game doesn't control the best, which is a lot of those games
Gotcha.
of the time. They didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, no,
I've
I've seen
never
the new
played it. Probably
Spyro.
never will.
I also think
Oh
couldn't
yeah, the new
Toys for
Spyro looks
Bob
nice. But notice how when they made the remakes for the old Spyros, they didn't sell that much.
They didn't.
So I would agree with Cozy.
Yeah, we already know, other than Mario, those games don't sell. Like, any sort of 3D platform isn't going to sell.
Yeah, the new
I
Spyro's not
also
gonna sell that great. Be fun
um
though.
I also think the other difference between that is Toys for Bob is a lot smaller than the Halo studio. I'm pretty sure.
I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
The Halo studio is like 1,000
Yeah.
people. I think.
Yeah.
I think this
yeah.
is a good idea for to give them. I mean, because they'll like it's no real harm or foul for Xbox. I mean, unless they're planning on using it themselves.
Or
So you
getting
might
rid
as
of. Yeah.
yeah, or selling the IP, right? Like if they aren't planning on doing either one of those, then let somebody take a shot at it because all you're going to get is money out of it. And if it fails, well, you didn't make it.
Especially if
Yeah,
the team is
That
It's
one.
small
true.
as well, because they could sell 1 million and they'd be happy if the team is small.
that's true.
Like I would
They need to follow
definitely
the
try a
Japanese
modern
model.
take on it.
I would
Yeah.
too, Cozy. I agree, but I would not. I would try to make it different than like your Astrobots, or even maybe what it was exactly before. Make it more. I don't know, more livable for a kid to hang out and play and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe figure out a way to make it like a single player Minecraft type of experience with you and the bird doing the type of missions that he did in the past and whatnot, but make it a livable world. I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
my idea of it because I just feel like Astrobot and like other games similar to that, I feel like they have the appeal at first, but they just like the quick levels make you want to turn it off kind of. Like cuz
Hmm.
Astrobot like it's like a 10-15 minute level and it's like each time it's like taking like an extra bite after you ate Thanksgiving dinner. It's like, "Oh, I got a quick bite of that. I'll eat again when I get hungry later." Like it's just constantly like that, and that's how I fell off of Astrobot because I was enjoying the heck out of the game, but it was too many like, all right, I'm just going around looking on this level super duper hard, and then now the level's over, and now I got to fly to another planet and do another level just like that. And each time I got back into the ship, it was like, I'll play more of this tomorrow.
And the thing with Astrobot, like the main game, just like the tech demo that they released with the PS5, it just felt like a little tech demo, and
A
I
tech
played it
demo
like
with
it
all
was
your favorite PlayStation characters.
exactly, and I played it like a tech demo too. The main game, I played it like 4 levels of it, and I was like, that's pretty cool, and I just never played it again.
Yeah.
It's a game of doses. It's not really like
I
Crimson or
I thought it was
anything
a
like that, or
subpar.
even like
No,
Minecraft, where you can just hang
no.
out in that game for hours. Like my daughter plays Minecraft; she'll play it for hours with her cousins. They're
Minecraft is
just
a way of
hanging
life,
around.
though.
Okay, so Fuzzy, thank you for correcting me. Spyro did sell over the Spyro the reignited remasters did sell over
What
10
the?
million copies. So
Damn,
you
That
know
dude.
is
what?
good.
10
God
million.
damn.
So
So you
yeah,
were
for that
wrong,
sequel,
Loke.
definitely I was wrong. I was wrong,
Yeah, you
and you
fucking
know what?
idiot.
They
Can't
deserve
believe,
that
can't believe you
that
said that.
sequel. And
I can't.
I hope this is how Activision and Xbox decide to move forward. Like anytime a game underperforms, just ruthlessly, just push it to the side. And if it hits, then give us more and give us more and give us more.
I can't believe
Dairy,
you. I can't believe you
sorry,
said it didn't sell. I can't believe you said it didn't sell, and then you made me agree with you. That's fucked. That's
did
crazy.
you? I don't remember
He
you
did.
I
agreeing
didn't
with
He
me.
agree with
did.
him
I didn't say
Yeah.
Okay.
nothing because I didn't know the
because I
numbers.
Dairy
didn't know.
says
Yeah,
low.
I didn't say anything because I just didn't know.
All right. Dairy says, low, can you dim the lighting, please? Your forehead is bouncing the light like crazy and it's blinding me.
That's where
You
his
get
hair used to
You
be.
get one free hit, Reezy. You get one
it's
free hit.
it's so funny. I love this every week because I'm literally fucking bald, and we just fucking rag on Loke.
Well,
We
that's
just
because you're
fucking rag
bald. The
on Loke
difference
for it.
is you're
It's
bald.
so
All right,
funny.
Oh, as a
Loki
matter of
let's
has
fact,
move on.
Loke,
Well,
my
well,
wife the other day,
uh-huh.
I was logging into my YouTube, and for whatever reason, I have your YouTube account on there as well. I never
Uh,
use it, obviously, because I have premium on mine. But like
uh-huh.
your YouTube
I
icon
also have
showed up.
premium. I also have premium.
Okay,
You should
I
know that.
don't I didn't notice, but
No, no. I'm saying I have premium because my location in Mozambique lets me use all the functions of premium because they don't charge people in Mozambique. Anyways, you were saying, go ahead.
Nice. I mean, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
my wife got a picture of your profile picture
Yeah.
when I turned on the TV and turned on YouTube, and she's like, "That's a big ass fucking forehead," and I was
Oh my
like,
god.
and she was like, "Is that really Loke?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's literally him on the
Is this
picture."
photoshopped?
And she's like, "Dang, I didn't know his head was that damn big." And she was like, "Please
All
don't
right.
tell him." And I was like, "I'm telling him."
You know
Guys,
what?
I'm an idiot.
On that note,
Why
new
that?
games and updates are coming to Xbox Game Pass
Cozy, why are
for
you an
July
idiot?
Yeah,
2027.
right.
No, she's
Wait,
not
I
an
haven't
idiot.
finished.
Cozy's not an
No,
idiot.
She
because
said
I
it.
was looking at this challenge in Forza, like, how am I supposed to get 6 stars in a Trailblazer? There's only 3. And I'm like trying to figure it
Wow.
out, calculate how you get 6 stars. And then I was like, oh,
Wow.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yep. That's pretty.
I'm an idiot.
That's pretty bad.
Wow, Cozy.
You got there in the end, though.
Just
So
had a moment.
That's
you
what
did
Matt said. You got there in the end. All right.
exactly.
Games coming to Game Pass for the rest of July
Uh-oh.
2026.
Yay!
Winds of Arcana, Ruination, Gears of War, Reloaded, Tamashika, Ascend to Zero, PBA Pro Bowling 2026, Quarantine Zone, The Last Check, Mavericks by
I
Matt
want to try that.
Jones,
Ooh,
Fix Force, Fog Piercer, The Planet Crafter, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Guys, am I being a hater when I say that Tony Hawk's is the only good game on this list?
the only game you're interested in.
Yeah, Gears of
Yeah.
War Reloaded isn't interesting.
Quarantine
I
Zone
mean, it's
is
been on not premium, but it's been on Ultimate for a while. So I mean, I've
I'm
had that
definitely
too.
Yeah.
playing Quarantine Zone.
That looks interesting. Quarantine Zone.
Oh, I bought Quarantine Zone on Steam. It's boring as hell.
Wasn't it in Game Pass Ultimate?
Quarantine Zone?
Like this. Yeah. This is coming to premium, right? Like, wasn't it in Game Pass Ultimate?
Now with Game Pass Premium joining
Oh, wait.
Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. So it wasn't
So.
on Game Pass Ultimate
Oh,
and
I thought it was.
PC Game Pass.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. My bad. It was with Premium. It wasn't on Ultimate and PC Game Pass.
What? How does that work?
So because it's
If you
in
scroll
because it's
down, it says here now with Game Pass Premium, which means it already
Oh,
exists, right? Then on the 15th, it is joining Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass.
okay.
Shut up, Reezy. Shut up, Reezy. No one's talking to you, Reezy.
yeah, I mean,
Power World's
Yeah.
getting its 1.0 this month.
uh-oh.
You know what? That
Uh-oh.
reaction,
Yeah.
Cozy,
What?
that reaction was
Tomorrow,
very
actually.
apropos for Game Pass. That was very apropos. Thank you.
The thing is, I'm
That
like probably
you know, I
I'm
mean,
you're a very
and then
mainstream
pauses.
gamer.
That was perfect. That was fucking perfect.
You're a
Also,
very
it's
No, Game
mainstream
Pass is
gamer.
subpar. Game Pass is subpar this month. That's what it is.
Like I'm
also
also
the new
going to play
Halo's coming.
Fog Piercer.
I'm not.
I mean, it's because there's no 15-hour cutscene.
That is true.
There's no 15-hour cutscene. You can't see Snake's bulge.
Yeah, but based off of that, off of that, I would have loved Avowed, your dear Avowed. I would have
Avowed
also
didn't have
loved Dragon
15 hours of
Age.
cutscenes.
I would have also loved Dragon
No, you
Age,
didn't.
the Lost Guard, right? If cutscenes was everything I
You're talking about
wanted.
Veilguard?
The Lost
Talking
Guard,
about
not
Veilguard?
Veilguard.
But
Lost
those are the
Guard.
kind of games that require you to actually input things. It's not like just sitting there watching.
Wait, I thought it was
There's
cutscenes.
far
I
too
thought
much
it was
gameplay.
cutscenes.
No,
I
no.
thought what I wanted
Way
was
too
No.
much
cutscenes.
gameplay.
They
in both
have
those
they have
games, way
heavy
too much.
decision
So
making.
So
way
how
too
now
much.
do I have vampire? How do I have all the achievements for vampire survivors and vampire crawlers? If
Because
Well,
all
you're
I
it's
paying
want.
somebody
okay.
to play those for you, and I know that. You told me that. You told me this before the show. So like, don't do that.
Now you're
Don't do
just
that.
lying, Matt. Now you're just lying.
Yeah, I'm lying. Yeah, I'm lying. Yeah,
You know what?
I'm
You
lying.
know
Yeah.
what? On that note,
He caught me
we've
lying,
come to the
everyone.
end of the show.
Yep.
We've come to
Yeah.
the end of the show. Cozy, plug your channel, tell people where they can find you, etc.
You can find me
This guy.
here on
Now I'm paying
today's.
people.
What the hell? Oh, you can find me
What
here
the
on
heck?
today's, and then on Fridays, getting not wasted with Wise. On
Yeah,
Wasted
I
with
won't be
Wise.
able to show up tomorrow. Y'all have
Oh
fun.
yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
go rustle up the cattle.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Matt,
Yes.
we tell people where they can find you, what you're up to, etc.
You can find me on YouTube. Matt likes videos. Jesus, what?
He forgot
I'm
his
not used
channel.
to.
He
Matt
doesn't
does
remember
like
anymore.
videos though. He's
This is the
I'm not.
learning.
second week. This is the second week in a
Dude,
row, Matt,
but
that
hold
you've
on,
forgotten your channel.
hold on though. Matt likes
Matt likes
games
videos.
because I did put out a video on both Matt likes games and the Game Drain this past week. So we're back in it. We're back in it now. Now I got to figure out what my next video is going to be, but we'll get there when we get there. But like I did put out videos, Matt likes games, the Game Drain. You can find me here every week Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern for this show with these folks, and that is pretty much it.
All right, good stuff. Ham, please take us out.
Yeah, definitely. As usual, it is a pleasure coming on here doing the show with everybody. Thanks y'all for checking in and coming through and kicking it with us. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. We'd appreciate it. And we'll see you back next week. Same cast, same time, same place. Doing the damn thing on TSWS Gaming. But this is your boy Ham Solo signing out from TSWS Gaming, letting you know as usual to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
See you.